Friday. We're continuing on our list with just now the thing broke. Sometimes the tablet just doesn't go. It's just like, hey, you know what? Hope you're doing well today. I'll warm up with the rugby. Hopefully today the stream will not implode. I don't know what happened yesterday, but like YouTube just couldn't function anymore. Emotes. That's pretty awesome. Is that something you have to like tap, or you just like how does that work? I don't know what makes the emotes fly all over my screen. I guess I could start streaming chat to the YouTube channel. I used to do that. People like that, or like looking at the chat. It's like a separate thing. The druid wouldn't have space to drop. I'm gonna check in. Oh god, I done totaled my big RC truck. Oh no, that's not good. You're quiet today. Uh-oh. Did I turn my... I might have turned my volume the wrong direction. Taste. Oh, I am very quiet. Hold on. How's that? Is that better? That's probably where it normally is.
Yes, it's better.
Okay. Corvus, welcome in, by the way.
Hello.
Shock tower and steering is toast. Oh, that's too bad. F's in chat. F's in chat for the RC car. Is it something that's fixable, or you just have to replace the parts? What's new, Corvus?
Not much.
I didn't apply for the
parts. Still off.
That's true.
It's all kicked off there.
No, that's all right. I was just saying I didn't apply for that Paizo job yet. I don't know if I'm gonna. It seems like a lot of writing, and I'm not really great at writing, but it could be fun. So I'm like, I'm struggling. It's like, yeah, maybe. Just paneling now to see. I haven't really I haven't done that kind of stuff in a long time. I used to make little model airplanes, but I only ever flew like 2 of them. It's just kind of weird. Turns out I like model making, but I don't really care about the driving of RC cars. Like I don't enjoy actually driving them for some reason. Covered in coal dust and ash. Huh? I think it's something to do with the like the disconnect between the driving and the car. I think I might enjoy like I was gonna say pod racing, drone racing, because the camera, like you can actually look through the camera. That seems really cool and interesting. I want to try that someday. Jack got your entire job. Jack got my entire job. Saying hello? Love the building and the driving. Haven't learned to fly my planes yet. Yeah, my Discord is in a weird spot. I can't see it. Hold on. There we go. That's better.
How dare it be in a weird spot?
I think I'm gonna like rebuild my desk next week. So I'm taking next week off, and I'm gonna be out of town. Then I'm gonna come back, and I think I'm gonna move everything. I'm gonna move everything. maybe this is something I can talk to people about. So I have the Wacom Cintiq Pro, I think it's the Pro, the big boy, which is great. I love it, and it's probably one of the best business purchases I've ever had. But I try not to use it when I'm not using it as a tablet, like, pod racing. Gotcha. I'm a pod racer. Anyways, I'm kind of wondering if I should just use it as a monitor. Like, I don't know if I need. What is pod racing? It's from a far old movie, an ancient movie called The Phantom Menace, where a small orphan boy is a pod racing savant, and he builds himself a race car and wins his freedom. It's a good movie. Assuming you forget everything else that happened in that movie except for what I just explained to you. So it's a Star Wars reference and a video game. They actually had a pod racing video game for it, which was not bad. It was actually okay. It was a pretty good game. Make a first-person kit for cars. That's interesting. That would be kind of fun. I'm gonna try and yeet this chunker 30 feet. That would be pretty funny. JR, hello, bonjour from Louisiana. Yes. Crawfish and crocodiles.
Alligators.
Alligators.
Not crocodiles.
Crocodiles are saltwater, or is it the other way around?
Crocodile. There's a type of crocodile that can live in salt water, but I don't know where our crocodiles live in. I think they're also in Florida.
Alligators do this and are bigger, right? And crocodiles do this and usually don't get so big.
I mean, I'm not from Florida, so I don't know. See, there are American crocodiles.
I think we've had this argument before. Like, there's no fast and loose rule. Like, you can generally say that, yes, alligators look like blah, but, like, crocodiles kind of look similar.
Yeah.
So, I think go ahead.
Quote-unquote American crocodile is only in, like, southern Florida. It's the only state it's in.
Oh, interesting.
It's, I believe, also a saltwater variety.
Okay.
Because it's on a bunch of coastal regions and islands, so...
They only got alligators in Florida. That's what I'm hearing. And that's what I will lean on. Some crocodiles are saltwater. They live in Australia, though. Okay. It's not my race truck, but it's an off-road basher and a 3D print cyberpunk car body for the rock crawler. Nice. Cogumelo Z, hello from Brazil. Welcome in. Let me know if I butchered your name. I will intend to do that. I was watching a video yesterday about a guy who raises crawdads. Crawdads? Giant prawn shrimp. Crayfish. Crawfish. It's basically like, don't buy these. Never buy these. They get huge. They're huge and they are assholes. So, yeah, don't do that. But there are also crocodiles in Florida. Okay, well,
Yeah. There's both in Florida.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all.
Apparently, alligators kind of walk like a bulldog, while crocodiles kind of crawl. These are American varieties of them.
I think if people showed me pictures, I could tell you if it was a crocodile or an alligator. But in general discussion, they are the same to me. Like,
yeah, they are crocodilians.
Giant bitey lizard monsters.
And then there's caimans.
Louisiana also has the Rookzer0. I do know about the Rookzer0. Rookzer0 is awesome.
The Rookzer0.
Rookzer0. It is a werewolf, but it's a unique kind of werewolf. I think it's bigger. Like, it's not just like you are man wolf. It's like you are a ginormous beast.
Yeah.
Like Sasquatch werewolf. I like it. What the hell do we do now? You have alligators. That's what we've decided. The chat has decided that Floridas have alligators.
No, Florida is just one massive alligator. It's the whole state's just one alligator.
That's the Florida creation mythos. And then the giant alligator flopped on the banks. And thus Florida was created.
Indeed.
Alligators all the way down. Such a good quote. If you guys don't know the D&D Turtles all the way down, or Tigers all the way down story, it's a good one. You should look that up sometime. Only works in 3.5 though. Jeebus. Is the one on the left an alligator?
I believe so, yes.
One on the right is a crocodile, or is it also an alligator?
I believe the one on the right is a crocodile.
Okay. My brain is
Because I
functioning.
think the snout is where it's thin. Thinner is for crocodiles.
Wait. The Rougarou, and then there's the Loop-Garou. What's the difference? I forget them all the time now. There's too many different mythos. I need to look that up. The Loop-Garou might be French. Loup-Garou?
Yeah, Loup-Garou is the French name for werewolves.
The most terrifying thing is where a croc starts to run like galloping.
Yep.
Weird. Start running on their back feet. I can't blame people in Florida just wanting to have guns on them all the time. Like, I'm going fishing, gotta get my gun. It's like, yep. I get it. Like, I won't argue that.
That's a funny way of spelling Rougarou. I think I like the spelling better.
Because it's R-U-X,
It's Roo.
right? Or R-A-X?
Well,
or A-U? I don't remember.
So the normal way most people know is how, make sure I get their name right. JR spelled it. That's kind of like the most conventional way of spelling it. An alternative way is R-U-X-G-A R-U-X.
Wow.
So like roux, as in you're making a roux.
Mm-hmm. This explains a lot, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Drawing like Scooby-Doo rugby now.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Zoinks! Alright, I think I'm warmed up. I think I'm good. A Loup-Garou. Yeah. I'm just doodling now. Okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. Rougarous can't go inside buildings with 13 pennies in front of the door because they can't count past 12. That's funny. Is it vampires that you throw rice at? I can't remember. Korean vampires? Is that a Korean vampire thing? No.
I know it may just kind of be like East Asian thing where throwing stuff on the ground will deter.
It's more colloquial than, or more expansive than just vampires.
Yeah, because I vaguely remember like throwing red beans at like Oni to keep them away.
Is that a Japanese
but less
thing
about
then?
counting.
I can't remember. Oh no, everything just froze. That was weird. I can't remember. I need like a list of where monsters are from different parts of the world.
Yeah. So I think the specifically vampire thing is possibly from China because they do have a type of vampire called a jiangshi.
That sounds right.
They jump around because they're in rigor mortis. That's yeah. They literally kind of just
Hey, no
a
judgment. Still sounds
supernatural
funny.
jump.
All right, so for people who are either new here or don't know what's going on, we are doing the viewer suggestions today. So I have a huge list that has been collected from the viewer suggestions on Monday and Wednesday. If you have not added to that list yet or in chat, you're welcome to suggest a character in chat now, and I will put it on the list. Only one per week, though. And yeah, I'm gonna roll the first dice here, and we're gonna get started. 24. How about a hobgoblin vengeance paladin grave tender that fights with a shovel? I like that. That's a good one. Hobgoblin, shovelmancer. Let me get a poll set up here. I don't remember what hobgoblins look like. That's probably not good. I like the idea of the shovel, though.
Hobgob coming up.
I should make him look like Dampy. I've had many characters with shovel weapons. Tall, angular goblins. Chinese vampires have to count rice on the ground. Okay. I thought Korea had pretty epic vampires. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Korea has the Korea and Japan.
I know they have a really good
Sune.
yeah. I know Korea made a really good zombie movie or TV show.
Oh yeah.
Called The Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I watched that. It was really good. I guess brick dust is supposed to stop evil sorcerers from crossing the threshold. I mean, I have tripped and such, but impact of dwarves is better. The Lord, I've taken this thing down to like nothing left. Just mess with steering. That's one of the things I have problems with, like working with cars. Just especially like I've basically only driven Toyotas my entire life, and you don't really have to fiddle with them. But if you do have to fiddle with them, you have to take them completely apart. It drives me crazy. Hey Rick, what's the name of your furry goblin mascot? You're talking about Rugby? He's a goblin, yeah. He's this little guy. He's a goblin wearing a bugbear rug. Justice, hello. We're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Everybody's having a good day. I think we're gonna start over on this. I'm gonna do something a little different. Little different. Rugby. Western Justice have only drawn Rugby so far. Red brick dust. They actually sell red brick dust. Interesting. Put it in the book. Many, many years ago, when I was younger, I wanted to write a book of just like modern not demonology, but like folklore and superstition and protective magics, and I just never did. I never did, and I'm probably worse off for it.
You'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Just use salt. It's universal.
Oh, I got lots of salt. Sprinkle it on the lottery. Vacuuming a screw, that's a rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. I always hear about your rugby stickers, and I thought they were Rugby the Sport stickers with different teams. Yeah, no. I do have a bunch of rugby sticker packs ready to go that I was going to try to sell over 4th of July, and I just didn't. I have 10. I have 10 left. So if people would like to buy a pack of rugby stickers, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stickers of rugby, and then 1 of the Goblin Shopkeep. If people would like to buy those, let me know and I will mail them to you. Just message me in Discord. And only in the US though, unfortunately, because they apparently don't like me sending stickers across the pond. Might be able to get away with Canada, but
Poor Jonas.
yeah. I tried twice and it just nope. Would not go. Would not go. What's a good price for five rugby stickers? I was gonna say like $10, but maybe I need to charge more than that. Should we do a $10 special and then up the price? $10 and free shipping. Otherwise, it'd be like $5 a piece. $25. That's a steal. I don't know if it is. Do people buy stickers online?
I have.
$20 per card. Depends on the value. Europe's aversion to Western stickers. Yeah, it's very strange. 2 Mark Ruffalo's and it's a sticker. It's 5 stickers. I had a friend that used to measure things in cows and whales. That was always fun. Enemy spotted, 15 cows to the west. It's like, what are you talking about? It's a fun concept. The actual numbers don't matter.
I mean, how a lot of units work. It's like,
Yeah.
as long as it's standardized, it doesn't mean anything. as long as everyone's on the same page.
What are we drawing today? Melon, hello. We're drawing a hobgoblin shovel wielding grave cleric. Is what we're drawing today. Trying to go like John Constantine, but I think I'm messing it up a little bit. We'll work it out. It'll work out. Yeah, I think I'm going to start selling stickers in the Discord. There was a setting that they tried to set up so that people can actually sell merch in the Discord. I could not get it to work. I think you have to apply for it. Still waiting on that. So I will be just selling them. If people do want stickers, let me know. I'll start posting them in Discord here probably tonight or next week. And then I'll mail them out when I get back from vacation. And the other option is Redbubble. I'm going to start trying to update the Redbubble so people just order stickers straight from them. Where do I suggest character ideas? Mr. Microspy, you can just put them right here in chat. Yep. 1 sentence.
No fan art.
No fan art. No mimics. And the rules.
Yep.
I read over and I didn't retain the information. That happens. Like the shovel from Mr. Ent. Yeah, the shovel is great.
Oh,
God
I will
gave me
say,
a gift. I shovel well.
Though I will say the fan art is sometimes negotiable. Mimic is hard. No.
Yeah. If you suggest a mimic, your suggestion will be ignored. If you can trick me into drawing fan art, that's sometimes applicable. But also, I regard the right to do whatever the hell I want with it. Which I think some people get a little upset about sometimes, because they'll suggest something, it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to do it that way. For legal reasons and my own sanity. So... I want to give him like a giant tombstone. Tombstone's not right.
Nope.
Never understood
It's not
that.
fancy.
Yeah, I don't understand that term. What is fan art really? Fan art really is trying to make me draw a character that already exists, that was drawn by another person, like to the letter.
Yeah.
I've had people suggest things like, I would like to draw an artificer like Spider-Man. It's like, great, I'm going to run with that. But I've also had people that just try to get me to draw Spider-Man. It's like, I'm not just going to draw Spider-Man for you. That's fan art. Draw Jester. No, I'm not going to do that. Fun thing is to see the tuba wielding a mushroom sword. Tuba wielding a mushroom sword. I'm not sure what that sentence means. Tuba wielding a mushroom sword. Yeah. Is the tuba the character? Like it's a living tuba? How would it wield the sword? Little Rook would know if your character is a mimic and just looks like an elf. That's fair. That's totally fair. That was the other thing I've said is like, part of the reason I don't like drawing mimics is because people will give me a character and then tell me to make it a mimic, and it feels memey. But it's the same thing with changelings. Like, I have a changeling character that looks like this, and this, and it's like, well, do you want me to draw it like a changeling, or do you just want me to draw the elf? So, in your headcanon, you can absolutely say it's a mimic, but I'm not going to draw it like a mimic, because then it's just body horror. I'm not into that. What's the correct term for a combat shovel? The monk weapon. A battle spade? Monk spade? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I mean, that's how video games call it. I don't know the actual term.
If you go to Home Depot, you can buy them. They're called edgers.
Sometimes referred to as a shell and spade, sometimes crescent moon spade.
Crescent moon spade, okay, I've heard that one. That's kind of what I was thinking. No body horror, you must hate the flesh warps. Yes and no. I think there's some pretty cool flesh warp stuff out there. And then, like, I think you can tastefully do it pretty well. But I've had a few people wanting mimics drawn just so they can see, like, I want this person unzipping down the middle. It's like, just get out. Just get out of the chat. John Carpenter was very influential in my youth, and I've moved past it. The combat shovel. I still like combat shovel as a term, even though that's not the same thing. The boop stick. The E-tool. That's right. Okay, I've heard E-tool before. But that is different. That is different. That's one of like these little collapsible shovels. I'm talking about a. I think the Shaolin spade is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Also, there are combat rakes. That's neat. A bladed rake. Would not use bladed rake, I don't think.
You don't want to be Pigsy?
I mean, I there are reasons I don't, but yes. Apparently I have not retained how to draw hands yet this morning, so we'll see if that slowly resolves itself or not. Yeah, one of those things. Hate to say it, but I don't know if I can fix this without total disassembly. Yeah. Bummer. You know you love it. Otherwise you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You don't have RC cars unless you like taking them apart. That's what I've learned. I just realized that it's possible to zoom in on the stream on my phone. Interesting. I didn't know that. I can hide secret messages for the mobile users. The others I've never needed to. Fair. Mushroom tuba. I still don't know what that means. Is a mushroom tuba a type of thing? Like, do you want a myconid of a specific type of mushroom? With a sword? The last drone accident you cleaned up with a broom. My dad loves little RC cars and drones and stuff, and so he'll like give them to me at Christmas, and she's like, I don't know what to do with this. So I have a bunch of little like RC cars and stuff that I probably should drive more. But I'm not good at it. Managed to draw a dragon in some human shape facing the right. Today. So, like profile? Profile sketches of a dragon and a person? That's pretty cool. As a gesture scarecrow's previous stream. Just wondering if you drew it yet. What stream did you request it on? Because we get a new list every Monday. So if you didn't request it on Wednesday, probably it's not on the list. I remember drawing a scarecrow, but I don't know if it was a gesture scarecrow. I kind of like this concept as a character. A gravedigger. He's got a giant... I don't know what his special power would be. I keep thinking about everything in concepts of designing a video game, because that's where my head's been at lately. I think
vengeance power. That's his power.
Just put you right in the dirt. That would actually be pretty interesting. Like a massive AoE stun that just buries everyone. I'm writing it down. That was a lie. I'm gonna do it now, though. I'm gonna make that not a lie. I'm gonna actually write it down. Okay. I'm not sure how long your list is, but could you sneak in another one for me, please? Did we draw one for you on Wednesday, Elven Hair? I don't remember. Oh, my glasses are pissing me off. I think something good happened. I think my vision is getting better. But in the process of doing that, my vision has changed. And so, like, I don't know if anybody's ever gone like a long time before getting new glasses, and then for like the first week of wearing new glasses, your eyes just feel weird. Like, my vision is good. It's probably better than it's been in 4 months, but like, that's weird. No, I missed both post and stream. Okay, yeah, then you can go ahead and suggest another one. That's fine. We have 24 on the list right now. I think I'm gonna call this one here just because I want to keep on keeping on. I'm gonna try to go really loose today and get a lot of the character sketches and stuff in without going really super far into detail, even though I've just spent like 30 minutes on this one, so. Oops. Let's try to get at least 5, maybe 6 done for sure today. We might go a little long just because I won't be here next week. And if that's the case, then awesome. We'll get more done. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Purple? More purple. I dig it. 14. A burly barbarian bison barbarian brawler boy. It says barbarian twice. Burly barbarian bison barbarian big minotaur barbarian. Alliteration go. There we go. Bison. What did I... That works. Okay. Half elf, female grade 1 warlock with license to make her creepy as you want. As long as she has a book. Alright. Can I make a suggestion for my own character, or is it only for cool people? You're welcome to suggest things, yeah. I don't think coolness has a factor to it. Dice gods make their decisions. What do bisons look like? I gotta do it. I gotta Pignosuke this bison man. I think this is what bisons look like. Is that the right shape? I have a buffalo horn right here in front of me. Yeah, I'm still not sure what you guys mean about the tube of mushrooms, so I will take your word for it. I assume I'm getting punked, so. Where do I make a character, I wonder? What do you mean by that? What do you mean, where do you make a character? For D&D? In your sketchbook? Probably some website for it. Are you looking to make a D&D character? Because you can either go to D&D Beyond. You can download some PDFs that help you do it. You can use Path Builder. There's a lot of different options. I've made a weird Minotaur turtle. Let's just look up a bison. A bison. Oh yeah, bison look awesome. I would check out D&D Beyond. Is going to only let you play with a handful of stuff. If you go to like Path Builder, that will let you use all of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition materials. So there's a lot more options there, but it's a different system, so be wary. I feel like I've drawn a Futurama character. Is this Bionics? Is this Bionics character with the alliteration? Bionic here today. Is there a queue system? Yeah, so the way this works, I have a spreadsheet with all of the things that people suggest. So if you have a suggestion, you can put it in chat. And then we roll dice. Usually if like Druid's with me, he also rolls dice. But yeah, I just roll the dice and then it's on the list and I go from there. And then every week we reset the list so that we don't get a big old backlog. And you're welcome to resubmit your characters next week if you don't get them drawn. Or if you do get them drawn, people request them on the same one all the time. Just how the dice go. Striped Hyena Knoll, Ascendant Dragon Monk. Rune-looking short sword? Alright, it's on the list. So the Abishai is on the list then? If it was put there on Monday or Wednesday, then it should be on the list. I don't remember drawing that yet, so... I actually don't see it. When was it added? Oh, maybe I spelled it wrong. Nope, actually that's not on the list. Centaur giant rune-themed barbarian with a maul. It's on the list. Oops. There you go. It's on the list, Farrell. What can we do to make this this buffalo man look super cool? So we like braid his hair. That could be neat. Mr. Micro, did you suggest that today? Did I just miss it? Is that the, how about the race Tiamat Tiefling class? Is that what you're talking about? That one. Okay, yeah, it's on the list. I didn't know that that's what that was called. Hey, you ever have one of those days where you just like understand how braids work? Just have a moment of like total not understanding, or like, I was gonna say knotted clarity, but that's not right. This is just like a twist. I guess today's not that day. Not today, Satan. When, though? When's it gonna be my turn? Yeah, I just have a... Over... YouTube Shorts has eroded my brain, is essentially what's happened. I'm gonna try really hard to just not be on YouTube at all next week. Which I know sounds sad and depressing, but... that's my plan. I'm gonna essentially try to unplug my phone. And, just work on a video game, enjoy my life, hang out with my family. It's gonna be great. And then I'll be back. We'll have more videos. We'll have more live streams. We'll have what's the other thing? I don't remember. Alternatively, I could make a whole bunch of YouTube shorts while I'm on vacation. That would be really funny. Just bring the little sticks with me, like, where does rugby go? Is Abishai not a thing in Pathfinder? I don't think so, yeah. I don't know what the Abishai is. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, so I looked them up. They look like imp, like draconic methods or imps.
Okay, that's cool. Did Drowning, hello, hello.
But yeah.
Thank you. Welcome in. Sorry, Corvus. But
yeah, they're not, because Tiamat's not, because they're explicitly tied to Tiamat.
Gotcha.
They're not in Pathfinder, as Tiamat is not in Pathfinder.
Who's the Dragon Queen in Pathfinder?
There isn't one.
Well, Bahamut exists.
Yeah. Well, no.
It's
not in Pathfinder. It's Absu.
Absu. There we go.
Yep.
Apsu?
And his son, Desirek, or something. Not Desirek.
Jump Rope would know.
Yep.
Jump Rope is the Pathfinder dragon expert. I usually just use Bahamut and Tiamat in Pathfinder because I'm lazy. And I like who they are in Final Fantasy too. So. This is gotta be
Hawk.
The Hawk?
The Hawk.
The Hawk, okay.
Yep. Who, if I remember correctly, is like the son of Absu. So.
What does it mean by sourced in D&D Beyond? Like a source book, I think is probably what it's talking about. If you're on D&D Beyond and you can't access something, basically you have to buy the book from them digitally to be able to use the content in it. Tiamat isn't Pathfinder yet. Oh, you just wrote that. I haven't read any of the books. Yeah. So D&D Beyond basically will collate all of the information but you have to buy it or have a subscription through them to use it, which is why I would argue using Path Builder is probably a better option, but it's Pathfinder. So they're basically the children of Tiamat and other archdevils. They count as fiends, but are 50% dragon, 50% devil. Interesting. Cool. I thought I said draconic meth heads. The methods. The method mans.
Hey,
I'm
I
sorry.
like methods.
That's right. Methods are cool. Method man's also cool. Or he was back in the day.
Yeah, I thought you said meth head.
They did. But then I said methods, and it made me sound like method.
Oh.
I started trying to make other things. Methods are great. What's your favorite fantasy race concept-wise? Ooh, that's tough. I have a pretty good knowledge base of the Drow. Because I've read all the Dritz books. Not all the books. I've read some of the Dritz books. So I really like the Drow, especially with Pathfinder, because of how the Drow showed up. Because they're elves. I like elves. I guess elves is my answer. But but the Drow.
You play 2 of them.
Yeah, I play a lot of elves and humans. So the Drow in the, I don't know if this goes all the way back to 3.5 or not. In Pathfinder, basically elves existed, and then there was a meteorite going to crash into the planet, and so the elves are like, we're going to peace out to a different plane of existence for a few thousand years while this fixes itself. And the Drow were like, we're going to stay here, but we'll just go underground. And so they became the Drow that way. I really like that. So the Pathfinder Drow are awesome. And they worship Loth, the Spider Queen. I love that. I love that stuff. It's great. But essentially elves. Not elves. So like advanced races, I think the Strix are pretty great. Strix are pretty neat. It's essentially a mix between owl people and harpies. I usually play a lot of humans, though. I'm really basic like that. I have an idea for a character. Hello, Darth Kitty. Darth Kitty. That's both good names. Shield Guardian Life Cleric, basically a menacing-looking healer, but Iron Giant vibes. I like that. That's cool. Was that your suggestion for the day, or you just sharing a character? I was going to give him an axe, but I think this was supposed to be a brawler, based on the alliteration. So I think we'll probably do something a little different. Have him, like, putting on his wraps. I should get my wraps out. I don't have a punching bag anymore, though. Your party finds itself besieged by a horde of draconic meth heads. I mean, that would probably be just as terrible as a bunch of draconic mephits as well. Because mephits are just like, they are pure elemental chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. They're pretty spastic in my opinion. Like they're just like, I'm a fire mephit. I want to burn everything. And it's just like, that's not great. The smoke mephits are pretty interesting because they're just like, fill all the space. Just like, it's pretty fun. I like mephits a lot. They're a little more chaotic than goblins because they don't have goblins have self-awareness. I don't think mephits do. They just kind of are. They just kind of exist. What is a wrap exactly? Is it for padding? A lot of the times, most of the time, you can wrap them around your knuckles for padding, but most of the time what it's trying to do is stabilize the bones in your wrist and forearm so that you don't basically dislocate anything. Is what it's doing. It's reinforcement. It's reinforcement for your wrists. Keeping your knuckles from splitting open and bleeding. Yeah, it is also just a covering, which is important when you're doing like speed bags and stuff, because you're basically punching leather or canvas, which can rip up your skin pretty bad.
Gross.
Yep. Miscellaneous abrasions. Yep, just protective. Alternatively, you could just wear like punching gloves, workout gloves. I mean, not workout gloves. You want punching gloves because they usually have some kind of wrist enforcement as well. Yeah, I have those and I have wraps. I used to do martial arts and boxing for a little while. Not like sparring boxing, just like punching bags.
Beat the shit out of a sandbag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Feels good. I always enjoy not bleeding out. It's usually a good way to stay alive. Yeah, not bleeding out is great. We did not know that they're stat block by then. We did not know their stat block by then. I would play 2 party. Why can't I read today? I played in level 2 party, and we decided to bully the small guy. We surrounded the methods with 5 feet. Gotcha.
And then it went boom, and then...
Yeah. I almost...
Because when they die, they go boom.
Yep. I almost TPK'd the party with a bunch of methods. That was fun.
Nice.
And then Druid got up in my face. I'm never going to let him live that down. How dare you subjugate these poor creatures? Because I don't care. I'm an evil, self-centered goblin. Kind of my jam.
Just needs to press button to open up trap door.
It went boom. Yeah. 2 or 4 down. We thought it was DM trolling. Yep. Methods are great. Why do wrists have to be so flimsy? Because they are highly dexterous. Dexterous things are not stable. You have 2 options. Hyper sturdy, hyper flexible. Lots of moving pieces.
Why don't they blow up? Aw, boo. Second edition methods don't blow up when they die.
No, there's something weird about them, though. Or no, I guess, no, I was looking at the first edition ones. I didn't look at the second edition ones at all. What do they do? What do they do different? Do they still have their perfect hiding?
Doesn't look like it. They have like a +6 to their stealth, so that's nice.
Interesting. Yeah, because like the old school methods, like if a fire method is in fire, it just blends in perfectly as long as it doesn't move. It just is fire.
Yeah.
Which I think is great.
Let's see. Let me look.
That's not how you punch the wall. One of my friends punched a wall. Yeah, no, it's a dumb move. That's pretty dumb. Broke 2 of his fingers. Yeah. I'm wondering if that would have happened if he was wearing wraps. Yeah, it depends on the wall, depends on the punch, depends on the wraps. Usually not a good idea to punch solid things.
So, a fire method in second edition has dark vision and smoke vision, meaning it can see perfectly through smoke. It gets fast healing too while in fire.
Ooh, fancy. Okay.
And it's immune to bleed, fire, paralysis, poison, and sleep. It has a weakness 3 to cold damage.
Nice. Okay.
And it has a breath weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
interesting.
does
Maybe change it
2d4
up.
fire damage.
Change it up.
And 1d4 persistent fire damage.
John, welcome in. Elven Hair, hello, hello. You were here earlier, though. Did you ever make the suggestion, Elven Hair? I think I wrote it down. Can't remember. It's been a while. Ever make so many mistakes or airbrain choices in a day that you feel like a Bethesda NPC? Whoop. Oh, okay. What's happening? What's happening here? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Is the stream still going?
I would think so.
Okay. That was really weird. Game capture HD? Get out of here. Okay, sorry. I must have bumped something and accidentally opened up my Elgato capture card. That was really weird.
Geez.
Everything went gray, and I was just like, oh. Okay. If you're on a Minecraft, characters don't really punch things. Yeah, that's the rule. If you're gonna punch, you want to use your knuckles, not your fingers. Yeah, your fingers shouldn't break if you're punching something. That's bad. Your knuckles, your wrist can take a lot of damage, but if you're punching something and your fingers break, you did something real wrong. Like that's real bad. Not sure if you saw my reply, but your character was for the weekly edition, just for your information. Okay, so I need to find that then. Hold on a second. I think I'm about done with this bison. I don't know what else to do with it.
Okay, so
I forgot to
Elven Hair
put the new
suggestion
chat.
was a half-elf goo warlock. I don't know if you got that already.
I did not get the half-elf goo warlock. Let me...
Wanted it to be creepy.
Oh, I did get that, yes.
Okay,
I did get that one.
just making sure.
I didn't realize it was goo, though. It just says half-elf, female, great old one warlock.
Ah.
Is that right?
Wait. Goo. Great old one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
GOO.
Yeah,
I heard
people have said that to me before, and I've drawn ooze creatures because I didn't get it.
I mean, it works.
Goo warlocks, yep. I keep forgetting. Seems good. What language are for dwarves? Dwarven? Yeah, dwarven. Half elf. Yeah, alternative languages. Usually there's like the race has something, but I would ask your DM about like what languages should I know for being in this region. Unless you're not from this region, which case, yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll some more dice. I'm gonna roll some more ants. Why are there ants everywhere? Get out of here. You live for now.
The cats are packing them in.
20. Variant Human Paladin, Oath of Shadows. Weapons are Shadow Claws and Permanent Armor of Agathis. Looks like plate armor made of shadows. That's... okay. If it looks like plate armor made of shadows, isn't it just shadows? I forgot to put another poll up. We'll do like a super dark purple for this one. And this one, I think I'm gonna not sketch. We'll see what happens. I had a basic salami sandwich for lunch. Seeded bread. Very nice. So I'm gonna go hunt and get those ants. Yeah, I need to put out everything. They're everywhere. I bought some salami yesterday from the store, and I asked the lady I'm like, I need this much salami. She's like, how much is that? I'm like, I don't know. You have the scale. I need this much. And I showed her like with my fingers. It's like this much. I'm like, I'm making a few pizzas. She's like, you don't put salami on a pizza. I'm like, I put salami on a pizza. It's amazing. And she's just kind of like, I've never heard of anybody doing that. I'm like, well, I'm gonna. I don't know why you're being so difficult.
why are you bantering about this?
Yeah. She seemed in good spirits, but it was just like, why are you so judgy? It's just salami. I just want salami, please. Please give me salami.
You're not in the South where you have conversations with the deli workers.
I mean, maybe I am. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they, I also had a lady asking me a question about salsa. It's like, do I look like I work here? What's going on? I have in the past. I used to go to Winco every day, just because it was part of my daily routine. I would go there, I'd get lunch, do whatever I'm doing, and leave. And I think some of the people there thought that I worked there because they started like talking to me like I would work there. And one of them asked me when I work next, and I was like, oh, I'm going to work right now. And then we both had a moment of like kind of realization, and it was like, I was like, I need to stop coming here all the time. I should just buy more than one day's worth of stuff.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
Yeah. Polish sausage with pasta? That sounds pretty good. I put salami on pizza, and a lot of people do that. Yeah, salami and arugula on a pizza is really good. Oh my gracious.
I remember when Pizza Hut, Papa John's, and Domino's all advertised salami pizzas.
Yeah. You do have big salsa knowledge energy. I did. I was able to answer her question, and she was very grateful. But it was kind of strange that this lady just randomly.
I mean, you have bragged about making salsa several times on the stream.
Boric acid around the outside of your house. Will boric acid kill other things? Because I don't want the neighbor cats to like lick my house and die. That's my problem. I have a rule, and my rule is I want salami, you cut and sell salami. Make it happen. Yeah, put the bag in. Put the salami in the bag. No one gets hurt. That's pretty good too. What was I saying? Shoot. Oh, the rules. Yes. Spiders and bugs that are outside are allowed to be outside. If there's a spider on my house, it's fine. As soon as you come in my house, that's it. There are no more rules. You've made a mistake. So spiders not allowed in my house. Rules. Yep. When I moved in, I gave everybody 24 hours notice, and then I just killed everything in my house. Shadow armor, huh? Shadow paladin.
Are they a paladin?
I thought so. Do I need to look it up?
I know, I don't remember the word paladin being read.
The variant human paladin oath of shadows.
Okay.
It says armor of Agathis, but it's but it's armor of Agathis, but it's shadow, I guess. That'd be pretty cool, I guess. I'm gonna start over. Delete that. Delete it. Start over.
I don't know, I guess I'm so used to Armor of Agathis being a warlock thing to do.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can use it as a paladin. I'm pretty sure it's on the paladin list. Neighbor cats lick your house. I don't know that they don't lick my house, so... Boric acid won't affect anything other than insects or arthropods unless they eat it by the spoonful. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little better. I try to relocate spiders outside. Yeah, I try to do that too. Like, I feel like, for the most part, if I get to a spider, I'll just throw it outside. It's like, eat the bugs outside. Don't let them come in, please. Stop trying to find food in my house. Every now and again, I'll find a spider who's like really set up in a corner of my house that I haven't been in a while. It's just like, well, it seems like you're doing okay and like you're doing a job, so you're more effective than the cats right now. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I think the ants are living like in my porch. And so they'll just come in the house like looking for stuff. And so they'll climb like all over my desk, but there's no food here because I don't eat here. And so they'll just meander, and I'll just have random ants just like walking on my computer monitor, and it's just like, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? Is that color? Are you making fun of the way I wrote color? Because no, actually I spelled it right. Usually I spell it wrong. I used to make pizzas for my job. Me too. Me too. Who was ever ordered salami always wanted jalapenos or banana peppers. Is there a connection between salami and spicy peppers on pizza? Yeah, there is actually. So salami is a very fatty meat, and so it goes really well with spicy things. So usually what I'll do is I'll do salami and arugula. I'll do arugula after. Mozzarella, and sometimes I'll add like onions or something to it. But then you bake that through, or you add pepperoni to it, and then when you're done, you take it out, put the arugula on it, and then hot sauce. Super good. Super, super good. I once witnessed ants carrying crumbs into my keyboard from the freaking kitchen. Carrying crumbs into your keyboard? Are you sure they weren't cleaning your keyboard for you? I have seen someone's computer, like ants built their home in somebody's computer because the computer was so dirty. That was pretty epic.
More like mortifying.
Yeah, clean your shit, people. Just maintenance. Speaking of which, one of the tiles in my bathroom got loose again. It's like,
Or it glue down.
Yeah, the tile when we moved in the bathroom was hot garbage and like just busted out. So I regrouted the whole bathroom, and it's just a lot of the old tiles keep getting loose. It's like thinking about just redoing the whole bathroom, but I need money. If you guys want to help me remodel my bathroom, share this video with 3 of your friends. Get us to 100,000 subscribers, and then I can have a not shitty, cheap bathroom. That would be nice.
And give Rick your money.
Yeah, just throw money at me. Just throw money. If I win the lottery, I will stop putting ads on my videos. That's a promise. That is 100% a promise.
Make it rain like Rookzer stripper.
Same industry, different jobs. Right. Did the ants learn to type and start leaving you guys demands? Leave sugar on the desk, turn the air off, close the door. We aren't cooling the neighborhood. That would be pretty funny. If the ants like could optimize the heating in my house, I'd let them live here. I don't care. Oh, we noticed some air leaks over here. We're gonna go plug that. I think great. Yeah. I would pay them in sugar. Those who put pineapple on pizza shall be stared at like idiots and mocked. I don't make the rules. I don't understand the hate for that. Like, especially on American pizzas, because American pizza sauce is so sugary anyways that, like, in like ragu, if you buy like pre-made pizza sauce, it's mostly just sugar. There's no reason not to put pineapple on your pizza. Pineapple's good. Pineapple's good on pizza. It's good on burgers. It's good on like basically anything savory. It's got a nice sweet acidic punch to it. And if you disagree with me, you obviously don't know how sweet and sour sauce is made. So, you know, get out of here.
I mean, sweet and sour sauce you get at like a Chinese restaurant, it's basically just a
ketchup. And pineapple. Yeah, ketchup and pineapple sauce. That's the stupidest way to make it, and it's gross. But like you can make it really easy. Mostly pineapple juice. Key ingredient.
My least favorite type of sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet and sour sauce. Let's see, what is this? Pineapple juice, brown sugar or molasses, I think. I think it's brown sugar. Molasses would make barbecue sauce. So, yeah, brown sugar.
Yep.
I'd have to look it up again. I want to say soy sauce, but that doesn't sound right. I made katsu the other day, and I didn't realize that katsu is just ketchup. Like, it's mostly ketchup. I was like, huh, well, that explains a lot.
Oh, like the katsu sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's basically bulldog sauce, which is a very
never
fruity.
Heard of bulldog sauce.
You've never heard of bulldog sauce? It's so
Never heard of
good.
bulldog sauce. Druids be like, yo, ants do stuff, yeah. Characters a member of the Waterdeep's splendid order of armorers, locksmiths, and finesmiths. Came up with a cool 5e character last night. Got it. Tiefling artificer. I like it. Never thought of pineapple on a burger. I've had to try that sometime. Oh yeah, pineapple. Here's what I do for a burger if I like making a burger. So you put the lettuce on bottom, right, and then you go burger patty, and then you go pineapple, fried egg, cheese, and then if you want to put anything else, maybe like avocado. Boom, burger done. It's amazing. I love it. Saw a burger place feature a bacon, kimchi, and pineapple burger. Yeah, that'd be good. Jalapenos on meatball subs. That's not bad either. You know it's late when food becomes the main conversation. I mean, like most of our chats devolve to food conversation, which I think is fine. Like
it's not that late, weirdly.
I have kitchen experience for 10 plus years. 10 plus years of kitchen experience, so I am totally fine talking about food.
And I love food in general, so. But yes, back to bulldog sauce. It's basically it's kind of like ketchup, and like how much stuff people put it on.
Okay, let's do this. Tell me what it's made out of, and I will tell you what it's actually called.
No, it's a literal brand that has a bulldog on it.
Okay, so if it's a brand of something, though. Is it fry sauce? Is it steak sauce? What's in it? What's in it? That's what I want to know.
Hang on.
Because I think we're having the southern problem of bring me a Coke.
Well, this is a Japanese sauce. So
it's a Japanese sauce
tonkatsu.
called bulldog sauce.
It's a tonkatsu sauce.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's why I brought it up.
Okay. See, that was the part I was missing. So
it's the most popular brand for just like pre-made katsu sauce.
Okay.
And it's like sauce made of like
pure
tomatoes
bulldog.
and a bunch of other.
100% pure bulldog sauce. I'd have to look up the recipe for tonkatsu again, but I'm pretty sure it's just. Might have mirin in it. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. I'm pretty bad about remembering those kind of things. Tonkatsu sauce.
Because it's literally just referred to as vegetable and fruit sauce.
Okay. I'm not sure how to make this armor look like it's made out of shadow. I think we're just gonna darken it up and then call it good. Food is the great uniter. Yeah, I think so. The recipe mixes sweet apple and prune puree alongside savory ingredients such as onions, carrots, and umami-rich tomato paste, spices, and lemon juice. Would not have put prune puree in there.
Well, it's plums.
Yeah, I wouldn't use plum sauce.
Have you never had plum sauce?
Did I miss people talking about plum sauce?
I'm just saying, like, plum sauce is a thing which is made of plums.
Yeah,
so
yeah, no, I know that, but like, I didn't think tonkatsu was made with plums.
Oh, okay.
We have a restaurant here that only does burgers. The menu rotates every 3 months due to produce. Them not having a walk-in freezer. They name and theme of the burgers after books, authors, and top RPGs. Fun. That's really cool. They include fish sauce, tomato, prunes, dates, apples, lemons, carrots, onions, celery, among other things. Very cool. Seems like a more complex version of teriyaki. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit different. Teriyaki, I think, has a lot more garlic in it, and this is usually a little sweeter. Never had bulldog sauce, so I don't really know. Expired tea, hello, welcome in.
I think the first time I ever had it was when one of the Japanese students at my school made yakitori,
Katsu?
yakisoba.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to try it out. I really like tonkatsu sauce. I really like katsu chicken. It's one of my favorites. There was a nice little, I think it's called a Hawaiian barbecue. There's a few places in Idaho called that. And they essentially just have like, it's like a weird barbecue slash Japanese Polynesian grill. So they have things like chicken katsu, and then they have macaroni salad. It's really good. It's really, really good. Used to go there all the time.
Several recipes, including spam.
Oh yeah. Bulldog tonkatsu sauce. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Apple puree. Okay. And apricot puree. Weird. And this food always
like I said, it was the fruit and vegetable sauce.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to remember what I used when I made it, because like you can make it real easy, and it just uses like a bottle of ketchup, which is mostly just tomatoes and sugar, unless you buy the non-sugar stuff, which I have to because I am slowly dying. But I'm trying to remember. I really think it was like ketchup already has vinegar in it. Like that's one thing. But I'm trying to remember what else. I'll just look up the recipe. It works really well for quick sauce if you don't want to go buy it. I think I'm about done with this. I can't really come up with anything else to do here. Maybe he's got some like weird smoke horns. Gochujang. I don't know how to say it really. That's how it's spelled. It's another good sauce that I didn't know existed for a long time. It's essentially like garlic chili sauce. Kind of like hoisin, but spicier. That's a fun one. Really good. Steak and kidney pie, bangers and mashed porters. Biscuits. Spam became hugely popular, I think, after World War II because it was meat.
That basically could not go bad.
I mean, it was accessible meat, which was in short supply for a long time.
That's why it's really popular in places like Hawaii and other South Pacific island nations.
Islands in place with military bases.
Yep.
I just bought some, so when I go on vacation, I can make some. What's it called?
Masubi?
No, that's good though. I am drawing a. It's supposed to be a shadow paladin, and I think I'm getting in the weeds. I'm slowly getting in the weeds here. I think I need to call it. I'm gonna give this a little bit of texture and then walk away. I think I'm ruining it.
Get you a snack.
Rice, spam, or hamburger, gravy.
Oh, Locomoco?
Locomoco, yes. Oh, I love Locomoco. It's a good breakfast. My friend gave me. We were supposed to have a barbecue and it fell through, but he was on vacation, so he's just like, "Here, take this home. It's not gonna save." He gave me like prime rib burger patties.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's weird. So I didn't have any hamburger buns, and I was like, I'm gonna make some Locomoco with it, and it was really good. I was like, okay, we gotta do that more. Do that more. In Korea, they seen as heightened gifts. Spam in Korea and Vietnam is a super sought after thing. Nice. Spam's not terrible. I mean, it's just super salty. If you have a problem with spam, you should have a problem with hot dogs and literally everything. So,
My issue with spam is just it's too salty.
it's very salty. It's very, very salty. It's canned meat product. I've also had people like freak out about canned chickens. Maybe it's just because of how I was raised, but it's like, oh, this is food. Yeah, that looks good. Doesn't look like a sausage pasta. Americans have a salt and sugar issue based on what I know about British food. There's a lot of fat. Guys looking dope. Yeah, I don't know much else to add to this. Yeah, after talking with my doctor and stuff, I have to cut down on salt. I don't have to, but it's recommended now. So I'm going to, I've been trying to really hardly cut down on salt, but basically everything in America that's prepackaged is just over salted. So it's really hard to kind of figure that stuff out. Makes things last longer, makes things taste better. Packet full of salt. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna call that there. Let's make the next one. Want a chunk of West Virginia coal? Can you legally send that in the mail?
Probably.
Is it going to be worth money, or is it going to give me cancer? That's the question. A Konrasu gunslinger with 5 pistols. That sounds pretty fun. What color are we using? Green! Hey, that worked out. Snack for Rook or a snack for the ants. That's true. Anything I eat here, the ants will try to get. Can o meat. Yeah. when I was growing up, I used to have tuna fish sandwiches like once a week. But then we also would get canned chicken, which is it's tuna fish, like canned tuna fish, but chicken. And oh my god,
Yes.
it's so delicious. Like every now and again, I'll have a hankering for that. Just like I need highly processed, ground up chicken mush with like you just turn it into a chicken salad. I don't know if people know what a chicken salad is. It's potato salad, but instead of potatoes, it's chicken. Just mix it all up with mayo, make a sandwich out of it. Oh, so good, so good. Probably not great for you, but you know, it is what it is.
Chicken salad with grapes in. So good.
Yeah, I've had that. It's good. I don't make it. I don't understand why people want to put grapes in it.
Make it fancy.
Making it fancier.
But like the only time I can like eat feta is when it's like mixed in with watermelon and mint.
Feta?
So,
Interesting.
I feta on its own is absolutely disgusting. It's just salt.
Wait, why would you eat just feta? Like that is that is a topping cheese. It's a crumbling cheese.
You know what I mean? It's like people like eating on salads now. That's just it has to be like covered in other stuff before I can even tolerate it.
I assume you're not a fan of blue cheese then either.
No.
Okay, that explains.
The only time I ever liked blue cheese was when I was pretty drunk. We got a charcuterie board at a bar.
Yeah, I like feta. Feta on salads, on sandwiches, on like I'm a big fan of Greek food. So like heroes and tabbouleh with a little feta on top. Oh, it's just the right amount of zest. Like a little bit of bite it gives. I love it. I've been buying, because I can't eat a lot of cheeses anymore, I've just been buying goat cheese. And while I can't find a real goat cheese feta, I'm able to find there's just crumbled goat cheese that's pretty close to it. I really like that. So I've been eating a lot of that lately. And I just put it on everything. Chicken sandwich, great. Salad, great. Just like rice and chicken, or rice and eggs. Goat cheese on top. Great. Goat cheese is the bomb.
I'm not a big fan of goat cheese. So more for you all.
Mm-hmm. One of these days when you can't eat cheese, we'll talk.
Then I'll just not eat cheese.
I eat any cheese save the one with living maggots in it. You get a sentence of your character. How do you get a sentence of your character? I think you just have to write it. You have to write it with your words. Yep. I don't think it will generate that for you. If all of the like D&D Beyond stuff you were going through was to make a character for the suggestion, you just have to write out a character. So I hope you didn't have to put a bunch of extra effort in there. Why does he have 5 guns? Is one of them like a long rifle? Does he have 6 arms? 5 guns seems like weirdly specific. Yeah, thanks everybody for saying that you wouldn't be able to live or stand being the way I am. That's cool. That's really nice of you. I'm honestly not that offended, but it's a little insensitive. So cool. I would also like to be able to eat cheese on a regular basis without it trying to kill me. Lactate works pretty well. So I can still have pizza and stuff.
Vegan cheese? I don't know. I don't know if that's any good or not.
I've tried a few. They're okay. It's not the same. It is not the same. Goat cheese is is a good medium.
Yeah.
The cheese I miss the most, I think, is like gorgonzola. And honestly, it's the worst one for me. Like, I used to eat it every day. I used to eat it every day when I worked at the Italian restaurant because I had to. Like, I would have to prep it, cut it, and like stock it for the night. And so I always had to test it, make sure it tasted right. And then I would just eat it because it's like, so good. And I put it on my lunch and stuff. And now, like, any little bit of that just feels like I get kicked in the gut. Like, it's so bad. I don't understand it. Yeah. It's like, oh man, I love that stuff. And every now and again, it's like, maybe I'll have a little bit. And then like an hour later, I'm just like, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Maybe it's more of the mold that they use that
it might be. Yeah.
Doesn't.
Because like some cheeses don't bother me at all. Like, I found a handful of like processed American mozzarella cheeses. And it's like, that should still have lactose in it, but it doesn't affect me.
Yep.
And sometimes it does. And so it's like, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm going to look into that more. For the most part, like, I'm not allergic to it. It's just a weird intolerance I have. So I've talked to my doctor about it, and they're like, stop eating it. If it goes away, great. It's like, cool, problem solved. So who knows? Maybe someday. I've been trying more cheeses recently, and like I said, the lactate works pretty well, but every now and again it'll hit me wrong, and I'll feel really awful for a few hours. I technically am not supposed to have cheese, but I suffer through it anyways. There you go. Living in Wisconsin, cheese is a lot of people who have life. Yeah. Smoked gorgonzola is delicious. 5 guns saves on reloading. That's true. I like that. Chad is ruthlessly bullying poor Rook. That's all right. I can handle it. I can handle it.
They need a spare arm to help with the reload.
That's fair. But it doesn't. Did it say 5 arms or 5 guns? It might have said gunslinger with 5 arms. Maybe I misread it. We're going to give him a tiny cowboy hat.
I wouldn't know. I do not have to listen in front of me.
That's all right. I deleted it already, so.
Yeah. And I specifically remember this one being mentioned in chat Wednesday. So.
Yeah, I think this was from Wednesday. Give him a little neckerchief. What's the difference between a hanky and a neckerchief? It's because it's on your neck? Or is it a different type of cloth? Or did I just make that word up?
I don't think you use a neckerchief. I don't think you use a neckerchief to like blow your nose or anything. A handkerchief is like for like cleaning your face and nose.
And a neckerchief is to like keep
It's
dirt.
a fashion.
Okay. So it is supposed to be like kind of one of these things. Versus like the Desperado face thing. Is that different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's just a bandana.
That's just a bandana, straight up bandana? Alright.
Because like a neckerchief is basically the same thing as a cravat, which is same thing as an ascot.
Okay. Gotcha. My local Kroger has a few non-cow cheeses every sheep's milk. Even a sheep milk gorgonzola. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I usually go through Winco because it's cheaper. But it's the same stuff. It's the exact same stuff. What really gets me is milk, but ice cream doesn't. Interesting. Yeah, it might be the processed. Like the less processed it is, the more you can't handle it. Which makes sense. Because ice cream has less lactose in it than milk. I always draw these Kanrasus as sexy tree ladies, and I'm not sad about it.
I am not sorry.
Not sorry.
Except for your Kanrasu.
Yeah, I purposely wanted him to be a big dumb boy. Not a himbo, just big and uncaring, I guess.
So a jock.
I mean, he's got a 15-foot vertical jump, which is pretty dope. So that's pretty neat. Is this one of those orb plants from your video? Yeah. Kanrasu are pretty great. Go watch the video. There should be a link for it in the description because it's the last video I put out, and that was forever ago. I'm sorry, but also, yeah. That's it.
I'm busy.
I'm busy. I've been busy trying not to die. That's been successful so far. Video is in the works. I have no idea when it's going to be done. Every time I try to pressure myself into it, I end up just doom scrolling on the internet and hating myself. So that usually means it's not ready. It's just like something about this video is making me go,
Possibly the lack of information on it.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Okay.
I didn't write it. I really think they only have like 2.5 pages of like stuff in the book,
Yeah.
and it's just their stat block takes up most
Basically.
of it.
One of the shortest entries I've seen. Like, you can fit all of the race information on one page. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's easy.
I did. I emailed twice now. I emailed Paizo, being like, "Hey, can I talk to the person that made this? Like, what's up with these?" And no one will respond to me. One person retweeted my tweet, but no information.
Oh my god.
So it's just like,
Maybe they regret making them.
maybe.
It's like, I like them because they're cool looking and have interesting feats, but it's like, I need a bit of fluff to work with here.
He's got a 15-foot vertical jump. Why is that so funny to me? Oh.
I mean, it is kind of funny because he is just a shambling mound
Yeah,
of a fishbowl.
essentially. I gotta tone down these hips. YouTube will get mad at me. Hey, it's a plant. I promise it's a plant.
I just kind of now have Shakira playing in my head now. Thanks for that.
Yeah. She got in trouble for tax evasion. Oh man.
That's the least thing I'll have to worry about people getting in trouble for.
Those are the only
Like,
two things I
yeah.
know about Shakira, is that her hips don't lie and she don't pay her taxes. Like, that's all I know.
Didn't The Rock also not pay his taxes either?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
I mean, the big thing is, like, once you're making that much money doing those kind of things, like, you need to hire somebody really good to take care of that stuff. Like, that's just all there is to it. And those people probably gonna screw up, and then you got to deal with it, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting audited by the IRS. It's just the people that decide, like, well, they're just not gonna pay. It's like, that's a problem. Cough, cough, Shakira, Wesley Snipes. You know, get that shit figured out.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart, yep. But she never would have met Snoop Dogg if she paid her taxes, so that's cool. I don't know if that's true. That was a really old meme poll. I'm sorry, everybody.
How is it old while it's still relevant?
Because I was old enough to remember when she started hanging out with Snoop Dogg, and then she got thrown in jail, and so everyone was like making this correlation between the two, and I just that's funny.
Okay.
That's funny. How dare you make that plan? Hey, that's on you guys. It's not my fault. First it was the M&Ms, and now it's the plants. Nobody tell Tucker Carlson. He'll get confused.
He's irrelevant now, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, I mean, the man knows what he wants, and it's M&Ms. Can't blame him for that.
Specifically the green one.
Specifically the green one.
Oh, we're getting a bit too political.
That's not political. That's just the world we live in right now. People are mad about fuckable plants and green M&Ms. Hey, tone it down. Tone it down. I still say it wasn't tax evasion. I mean, she released the whole green line on sauce and all. Maybe. Is Rook drawing hot looking plants? I mean, yeah. If you guys hung out on my Twitch streams, you would see that more often. I feel like we've gone off the rails.
It's fine. It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. It's a Friday before I go on vacation, so I don't give any shits right now. I'm here
and we have Pathfinder tomorrow.
Yep. Which, by the way, I have to leave at noon. So I forgot to tell you guys that because I have to go pick up Lars because he didn't tell me he was coming to town until last night.
Okay.
So blame Lars. Lars, I bet you're here or playing Diablo. I'm not sure. I will come get you tomorrow.
Well, I'll remind you to post that in our chat.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good call. Worst case scenario, I just have to leave at noon to go pick him up. So, which I'm not important. I'm not an important character. I honestly don't remember who. Oh, I'm playing Finai. I am kind of an important character. I'm the tank.
You're also Demary Sue.
Yep. I built a fate drifted elf paladin to be a Mary Sue because I thought it would be fun. That was my intent.
I'm just calling him out, so that sounds like okay.
He's just supposed to show up whenever he's needed, and then if something bad happens, I can fiddle with fate so that it doesn't. That's awesome. Twitch stream has a lot of sexy plans, yeah. Stuart got busted on insider trading, right? Oh, I thought it was taxes. Maybe it was insider trading. I think it was insider trading. You're right, because like they were doing something and she sold all of her stock in the company, so they busted her for it. That might have been true.
I'm checking her wiki. Real quick.
What is the app you're using? I'm using Magma Studio. Yeah, it's just it's an online web-based sketching utensil. Application? An application, I think, works. If you'd like to see more sexy plant ladies, check out the Discord or the Patreon. I draw them a lot. Actually, the Patreon is will just give you access to the Discord. Not actually. I don't put any of the sexy plant people on Patreon because Patreon doesn't like that. But if you have access to the Patreon stuff, I have a lot of my like pencil sketches and stuff, which are usually sexy plant girls, in the Discord. So it's under the Patreon only, not safe for work. Check that out. Maybe one day we'll have an OnlyFans, but not today. Not today. Typed in Magma Studio instead of Magma Studio. Oh, Magma Stupid. Nice. Chad just means someone overly classically attractive. Mary Sue means an overly do-gooder that is never in the wrong. So the other thing, is a male Mary Sue a Chad? I suck at hipster. No, so we're actually referring to a Mary Sue from the writing perspective. So a Mary Sue character is usually an author's insert. So yeah, like nothing bad happens to them. They always have the best luck. They always are like Deus Ex'd into the story or have really thick plot armor.
Anime characters, a lot of times, specifically shonen protagonists, are pretty much Mary Sue's.
Regardless of what they do, good things still happen to them. So,
yep.
And OnlyFans with hot plant ladies. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
that would sell like hotcakes.
I mean, you say that. You say that, but it doesn't. I can guarantee it doesn't.
Because you did a poor job explaining the OnlyFans what you do.
Yeah, that's probably the case. I mean, there's already a secret Instagram out there with some spicy stuff I've done, and no one follows it, so somebody's not happy about it. Where's the spice, yo? That's all I'm saying. Where's the spice?
Spice? You spice?
You spice? Are people old enough to remember the spice craze?
What?
Hot Lady Plant merch.
I know.
I have Hot Lady Plant stickers if people want to buy the Konrasu stickers. We could put the Konrasu on the stickers. OnlyFans is a shamefully lucrative business opportunity. I mean, why is it shameful? There's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's draw the next thing. Let's move on to the next thing. 8. I rolled an 8. A Yanti alchemist bartender, bit on the thin side, can unhinge jaw like a snake. Patchy scales. This is a really long one. This is a very long run-on sentence. Enjoys his job, though he's also the doctor of the Thieves Guild. So fun with that detail. Okay. Yanti bartender.
Alchemist.
Purple.
I mean. But going back to spice, I only know of 2 spice references. Dune.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Riegel.
Sam Riegel, yeah. So there was
the only ones I know.
There was when I was in college, there was this weird thing that like the co-op kept having sales on spice. I'm like, why are they advertising this so much? But there was a short-lived point in time when there was this thing called spice that was essentially like another organic alternative to did it have THC in it? I don't remember. Might have been hallucinogenic. No, I think it was like THC. But
So the synthetic marijuana stuff.
it might have been the synthetic marijuana stuff. It doesn't really matter. I kept seeing advertisements for like buy spice, and then it became illegal. Like, so there was like this 2-week point of time where everybody was spicing, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's really funny. People shouldn't want to pay that much to see people's toes. How much should they pay? That's the question. That is the question. Ever have a Saruk? I don't know what that is. Saruk? Yeah. I have not. Yanti are awesome. I'm gonna try the Magma Studios. Yeah, Magma Studios is great. Purple. 1. Doing purple. We're drawing a Yanti. Start a poll. The spice from Dune. Yeah. I mean, if you want to transcend space and time, that's the way to do it. You gotta get the Dune spice. Watch the see your toes. Oh no, the show feet guys showed up. That's a Game Grumps reference.
The spice melange.
Spice melange, right? I'm surprised there are not a bunch of bears in the requests. I mean, from time to time we do. Like, I mean, we get a lot of. I drew a bear monk last week, I think, and then drew one on Wednesday. Drew a panda. Yep. Where in the Discord do we post ideas? If you just want to talk like D&D character ideas, you can post it in the hashtag D&D. There's also the art requests, I believe. Drawing requests to where people can just, if you have ideas and you want to share them. Sometimes people draw them. It's kind of rare, but it does happen. So anyone can draw those and share them. That's what it's there for. But yeah. If you want to suggest one here for the list, then we can just put it on the list and you can just put it right in the chat. Food spice is giant worm poop. Correct. Yep.
Both the eggs. It could be the excrement.
Could be you. How often does time travel feature in your games? Not very often at all. I think time travel is, what's the word I'm looking for? Convoluted. I'm a big proponent of bootstrapping. Any time travel that happens has already happened. Like, so the unified timeline. There's only one timeline versus like Back to the Future where there's branching timelines. I'm not a fan of branching timelines. So I don't fiddle with time travel on my D&D games because it's just silly. Because of the whole Baldur's Gate thing. Is there time travel in Baldur's Gate? Okay, for the stream, yeah, you can just post it here in chat. That's totally fine. You just post but you just get one per week. And you can post it either on the community page when I put those up on Monday, or you can post them in chat on the day of. Bears, cats, myconids have been popular lately. Yeah, we draw a lot of animals. Oh, spice, yeah, okay. I know what you mean now. That stuff turned my neighbors into zombies. Yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird because it like supposedly the weird thing about it was like really, really powerful, but very short-lived, so people could just take it and then be fine. And it turned my college town into just like hyper stoners for about 2 weeks. It was really weird. Because I mean, they were
Doritos was never in stock.
Yeah, I mean they were already stoners to begin with, but it was just this strange ass time. Huge spice sale. I was like, what? Why would they be having a spice sale? And my friends were like, man, shut up. I was like, what? What's happening? I don't do this. I'm not that guy. What was I drawing? I have completely forgotten. Yanti bartender.
Shows up to the sounds like, where's the curry powder at?
I would like to buy some cinnamon, please. It was frustrating because I got excited. I'm like, oh, spice sale, sweet. Was not what I thought it was. Which I thought that was Sam Riegel's joke, but it's just outdated enough for people to not know what the hell he was talking about. You spice.
Spice? The
Feywild has time issues, but canon. Yeah, I think that's fair too. Like that can be a fun trajectory to go with your party. Especially like time dilation is what it's called, where it kind of passes differently in different places. So you could leave and then come back a year later. That's fine. But I don't allow my players to futz with time, essentially. Unless they want to do something like, I go back 6 seconds and don't get hit. It's like, cool. Change the roll.
Roll that attack with disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. That's fine. If you're like a time wizard or a chronomancer that haste and slow and giving people disadvantage and stuff. I like that. There's no gray area with Yanti. They're evil. They know they're evil. They embrace it and all that being evil means. Interesting. I think I agree with that because Yanti aren't snake folk. If that makes sense. Like the Yanti are flesh warped people.
Yeah.
I suppose you could be someone who was flesh warped into a Yanti and maybe not wanting to be that anymore. I can see that.
Yeah, because some of the Yanti creatures are that they were people captured and
Because like
warped with their snack magic.
the Driders are kind of the same way. Like they're flesh warped into spider people, but the act of that happening kind of drives them mad. So
yeah,
evil, I don't know. That's debatable, but you're probably not going to be a Drider like school teacher, right? There's going to be anybody could make
some
any
questions.
character they want, but like I wouldn't recommend that. I'm a nice spider. Whatever. I use my rewind spell, respecs character. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Short person with a barrel on his head with a great axe and a fluffy coat. That's your character suggestion? Did you suggest one last week that was like someone carrying a barrel? The barrels. Maybe that was just someone else.
You're right, Miss Frizzle.
Yeah.
I would watch that show. I mean, there was probably at some point where she was turned into a spider.
I'm still very much of the opinion that alignment doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Not worth worrying about. Oh, my spine. Don't let this guy spit in your beer. Exploring the Underdark, yeah.
For those radiation pockets.
Today on the Magic School Bus, Arnold gets flesh warped into a horrible abomination.
And it's always Arnold.
Always got to pick on the ginger.
Yep.
Made me mad.
I mean, they definitely wrote him with a personality that was meant to be.
Yeah, he's the heel. He's the heel
on
of the show.
Yeah. What a little narc.
I'm gonna tell my mom that There's just so many bad things you can do with that. I'm gonna call the police. Shut up, Mom. There have been a lot of little skits like that where people get pissed off and they beat them up and stuff. Not evil, just an influencer. The episode of the Magic School Bus exploring the evidence. Oh, your chat only chooses purple. Yeah, it's blue right now. You teach kids math for 20 years and no one bats an eye, but you eat one annoying student. Yeah. I love and hate that meme. Like, it's so funny. Because that is how people do. That is how people do.
You tell that one annoying student to shut up after 4 years and put up with his BS. Then you're fired.
Back my old school. Yeah. Book of Vile Darkness. That's the Yonti preschool primer.
Make sure you know how to cast at least level 2 dark cantrips.
Yes, I said it that way specifically to annoy people. I'm sure everybody's seen the clip of Mercer on Actually. Well, maybe it wasn't Actually. Where he's reading off the D&D comic book encounter. And he found more things than they actually put in the...
Yep.
They found error.
Actually.
Was that Actually? Okay.
I remember watching that one. It was pretty good.
Actually, we didn't catch that one.
Because I think it also had both Matt and
I think Bria was there.
Brennan on it.
Oh, was Brennan in that one? No, I don't think he was
Maybe.
in that one. No, it was two random people that I didn't know, I think. I still don't know if I should know who they are. Poison crafting class is next.
Also remember he was on there maybe like 2 other times because they did like a couples. Like
Oh,
a
did they?
Valentine's special where like Matt and Marisha were on there.
Who's the host of them, actually?
Crap? I can't remember his last name. Because a lot of people want to call him Trip. But it's Trap.
Time is it? 1 o'clock? We've been going for about 2 hours. I should probably go fill up my water glass. Get a quick snack. Anybody would like to host a super chat and have me draw a turtle when I get back? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Throw you guys at the mercy of the ads. That's how sponsorship works. I think I'm about done with this guy though. Ooh, that's not how anything works. That's not how hands work. That's not how fingers work. There we go. Freeze frame! Yeah, we'll just pause it. Someday we'll get people who want to sponsor the channel and like have messages for me to say. That would be fun. Take it to the money zone. Wait, what costs colors? Oh, that was a joke because Oliver said that people shouldn't pay that much for OnlyFans feet. And I said, what is the proper, like, how much should you charge for that? So that's why the color was. Whatever color you guys pick, that's the next sketch we're gonna do. So. F premium, so your ads mean nothing to me. Beautiful, and I love it. Ants, get out of here. Get. The thing with mash, what? The thing math catched that they didn't plan for. I assume I was supposed to say Matt caught that they didn't plan for instead of math catched. Was incorrect. Brought up that the pit fiends are not vulnerable to silvered weapons, but they are. Gotcha. Fact checker said, "Oh, you're right. Fiends are not vulnerable to silver weapons, with devil subtype in particular, and pit fiends belong to our." Interesting.
Only in Pathfinder.
I need to use my premium account, but I don't. An ad blocker. Yeah. There you go. I think this is it. I'm going to go take a quick break, so everyone hang tight. Be right back. If you do have your ad blockers, well done. Otherwise, we'll be right back. Hang tight, everyone.
It's cold outside. Maybe someday you'll realize.
Okay, we're back. I love the Popcat emote. I mean, I'm sure everybody does, but like, I really like it. Okie doke. Hope everybody's back. Fed the cats. Used the facilities. Ate a banana. We're good to go. Never mind, I was wrong. What just happened?
It was about the pit Fanes being vulnerable to silver. I wasn't sure. I thought that wasn't a thing in 5th edition anymore.
Is it?
It is.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna turn that off. We're using the blue. We're drawing some blue today. What other polls should I put up?
Should we have a cat camp for next stream?
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Sorry, cat cam is too much trouble and stresses out Scoop Cat, I think. Devils are vulnerable to silver because silver is associated with Celestia. Orange is on the list. How did my glasses get dirty? What the hell happened? Man, I don't even differentiate between devils and fiends most times. Devils and demons. So, yeah. I'm a nerd about some things and not a nerd about other things. Mostly lore. I just don't care. Lore is a fluid thing. Let's roll some dice. Let's roll some dice. I see you, Ant, looking at my granola bar. Get away from that. Fae and demon are vulnerable to cold iron because real life mythology. Yeah. I want like a really nice cold iron dagger, and I realize how difficult that would be to maintain. But I want one. For funsies. For funsies and murder. 10. Ogre librarian in a school of magic. In a school of magic. Is that like a Hogwarts situation? School for magic? My initial thought was like transmutation, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's what they meant. Ogre librarian. All right. Blackstaff School of Waterdeep sounds appropriate. Sure. Whenever someone says draw an ogre, I always just want to draw like an Oni. What are ogres supposed to look like in 5e? I've only ever known one male librarian in my entire life. Ogres are misproportioned? Uh-oh. This is what I'm talking about. I always want to draw an Oni. I don't know what an ogre is supposed to look like. Are they just trolls? I need references. Voice channel chat. People throw references at me, please. I think all librarians I know are male, but only know them from Warhammer 40k. Like you play Warhammer with them, or they are in the game. My mother was a librarian for a while. Google 5e. I mean, I'm on the internet though. Oh, hold on a second. That's a troll. That's straight up a Pathfinder troll. What the hell? I like that one. These all have very tiny heads. Very tiny heads. Okay, we're starting over. We're starting over. Oops, what did I just do? There we go. They basically have no face, is what I'm discovering. Murder Lord as a goblin. What kind of ears are we looking at here? Tiny ears? Pointy ears. Pointy ears. I had a brief moment of, oh no, did I unmute the mic? Here we go. I stopped drawing sexy plant people and people get upset and leave. Should have drawn a sexy ogre. Fat elf ears all the way. What makes them fat elf ears? Like pointy but chunky? I feel like I've drawn Chuck Schumer on accident. But it might be the glasses. Why is that man's glasses always falling off of his face? That's what I want to know. Push your glasses up, my friend. The sexy plans bring the viewers into the stream, yeah. Fatty elf ears from Deep Rock Galactic. I wish that game wasn't so Minecraft chunky. Maybe they've updated it since I played it. Good idea. Good concept for a game. I feel much more competent with my pencil lines right now. Maybe I just needed a banana. Maybe the music's more chill. He's like a little hair bun.
You'll find those on aisle 14. Check the bottom shelf. You need to shush the F up right now. It's a quiet place.
Somehow turned into Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. Berries. See the other guy in your stream still here? I don't know. Corvus is being quiet. Well, it's up to Corvus. Assume they also went for a snack break. Can't find a good image because basically, imagine an elf ear if you warped it to be wider. So there's like big floppy ears. There's a term for art and concept art called visual language, describing something. So, wider in what direction? Thicker? An elf ear but thicker could mean many things. An elf ear but wider. Like they stick out more? Like they are pointier? More wider than long compared to the point? When you read it out loud, you make it sound like I'm insane. No, Paul, it's just it's making something wider can mean a lot of things. We used to make fun of Jonas. I don't know if you guys know who Jonas is. Jonas used to draw with us. He streams on Twitch from time to time, or he used to. But I used to just yell at him to make stuff rounder because it's nonsensical. Make what rounder? What do you mean rounder? Smoother? Softer? Thicker? Like what does round mean? So wider is just not descriptive enough unless you have a reference point. You just want bigger? Like cat ears? Elf ears, but cat shaped? There's a lot of different ways to be visually descriptive. That's all. I don't think you're crazy, Paul. I think you need to be clear and concise. I don't know what else would make this ogre look more like a librarian. It's just fingered. A tiny library book. A little stamp. The Great Goblin from The Hobbit was basically a 5e ogre. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to describe them. I was not happy with that model. It didn't feel like a goblin at all. I didn't like the ogre or goblin orc design for the Hobbit movies either. What if we just make them really pale and smooth? That's boring. I almost want this to be bigger. Bigger hands. Stampy stamp. Okay. Tiny book, big hands, ogre librarian. Floral pattern on the shirt. Next, rolling some dice. Went from epic movies to Lord of the Rings to mediocre movies like The Hobbit. Yeah, the Hobbit movies are actually, there's a really fun edit where they remove all of the weird stuff they added, and it's a good movie. Like, it makes it a good movie. So, yeah, I think the Hobbit movies was just them trying to do too much. Whatever. An Ardwolf Knoll Sand Druid. Now I have to look up an Ardwolf. Sand Druid, huh? Didn't I already draw this? Ardwolf.
No.
Okay. I think I drew a
did, I
Sand
remember
Druid
seeing it.
last week. I don't think I drew an Ardwolf, though. Oh my god, they're so derpy.
Yes. There's an option in second edition Pathfinder to be a small gnoll, which is modeled off an Ardwolf.
Okay, SDM. Hello, hello. This thing is adorable. It was an ogre librarian. I think that wolf that eats insects. Yeah, they're pretty great. Let me get you a quick shout out here. Boop. Everyone go check out
They are the
SDM.
smallest of the hyena species.
They're so derp looking. What is a sand druid? That's the question. What makes a sand druid? I actually prefer the Rankin base. Yeah, the cartoon. Okay. The Hobbit is a short story. The new one's packed it too much to make it 3 movies. Exactly. Yeah. So when you cut it down to like, I think if you do watch the video, someone cut it down to like 2.5, 3 hours. It's really good. It's really good. They remove all of the weird, like love story that they tried to put in there, and it basically only follows the book, and it's a good story. I really like The Hobbit, and it doesn't feel too long or anything else. Seriously though, what is a sand druid? I like cactuses.
I just thought it sounded cool.
It's definitely not cool. You know I want to make them derpy though.
I mean, I figured. Kind of why I specified Ardwolf.
A bramp? Their ears are really close together compared to other hyenas, I think. Maybe not. I don't know what I've done, but it's some kind of strange abomination.
Oh God, it looks like a deer.
Yeah, it got really weird. It got really weird all of a sudden.
Technically, they would have closer ears because their skulls are a bit smaller than, like, say, a spotted hyenas.
The muzzles are a little flatter.
Wait.
The quenchiest? Yeah, I was thinking about cactuses. I might add some cactuses in there. Bedouin priests of sand and wind. Tusker Raider Druid. That could be fun, though. The thoughtful llama. It does glow in like a llama. What have I done? A llama druid sounds really funny. I would do that.
That's Caduceus.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it is.
I'll be right back.
Okay. How are you doing today? Okay, SDM. Hope things are going well. How'd your week turn out? I think the nose is a little long here, but it's funny, so I don't really care. I say as I change it anyways. Yeah, happy weekend, everybody. Should be a good weekend. I hang out with Lars a little bit and play some Pathfinder. Ant! Get off my screen. Jeebus. There's no food here. Still busy as ever, updating Sagas over the cover. Looks good. Yeah, still working on putting sponsorships together. Nice. Sponsorship seems tough. Seems like a worrisome thing to do. How was it only 11 people watching? Because you guys didn't share it with your friends. That's how. Call your friends up. Be like, hey, check out this cool guy. He makes great internet contents. That's a TikTok meme. People keep asking me how I'm not famous yet. It's because you didn't share my shit. Best thing you can do for a content creator, artist you love is just share their stuff. There's no way there's only a few of your subscribers with no life, or at least I am. No, it's just I am streaming early in the morning, and that's something I know that is part of a problem. People are at work, people are doing their life stuff. If I streamed a little later, I think we'd have more people in the chat. I don't know what kind of clothes to put on this. Sand Druid, huh? Sand Druid. And we want a robe. But maybe like a loose leaf robe. Jeepus. It's getting to be that time of the day, isn't it? One of these. Yep, that looks good. Maybe a poncho. Poncho could be fun. And we'll give them tiny little spindly hands. Ants! Why? Get out of here. I gotta go buy some ant spray. Fucking everywhere. They found a bowl of cat food that was left too close to a door the other day. And I think now they're just wandering. They're just wandering the house looking for stuff. Quenchist. It looks like the queen. That's not. Let's not do that. We'll just have him holding a pineapple. A pineapple. A cactus. Prickly pear? Prickly pear. It froze. Uh-oh. Seems like it's okay. Anyone else see anything?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we play episode 1 of the Dark Victorian miniature steampunk game. Nice. Everyone is playing well-dressed small creatures, mice, ants, and chinchilla. That's awesome. It's freaking hype for the stream. Yeah. Okay, Steam, if you want to post a link directly to the live stream, you're welcome to do that. I already posted your channel up above, but feel free to post another one if you wanted to do that. They look so silly. They just look so silly.
I like that they occasionally also have mohawks.
Yeah. Maybe that should be the next video I do. Why you should play a tiny knoll. You could do that for a short.
Yeah.
Too short. I'm new, so I don't know if you're a part of this channel. Yeah, OKSDM is just someone we used to. Did we do one of the? Wow, I can't even think of words right now. Another fine YouTuber making great D&D alternative content. DM Roundtable. I participated with them a few times, and I think that's how I met OKSDM through. And I'm currently, I'm doing a lot of the art for their book, which was really fun. They're taking a lot of the sketches from the live streams here, and then I do the cover art. Yeah, so it's a fun little collaboration. Fun little collaboration. I think we met in that group, yeah, but never actually shared a table. I don't think we did. Yeah, I was only ever on. I think I did two. I think I did two of the things. They were fun. They were fun, but they were just at a weird, hard time for me to actually participate in. It's hard to find good D&D campaigns now. Just D&D in general, or tabletop groups? Because yeah, D&D is kind of in a bad spot. People are a little upset with it. Which rightfully so. But there's a lot of good games out right now. Pathfinder 2nd Edition is great. A lot of people creating new campaigns like the Sagas campaign, which I highly suggest checking out. I'm gonna give him another prickly pear. Boop, 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 boop. Put a little bit of texture here. That was pretty cute. Not derpy enough, though. I do like that it has a spear. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there before I go. This is getting wildly away from me. Can we do another one? Are we doing another one, or am I just like, am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. It's only 150. Let's do some more. I think we can keep going. Good night for me. No problem, Mr. Microspy. Thanks for hanging out. This thing just makes me feel bad for it. I don't know. Why would you say that? He's so happy. I want to get in a D&D game, but my friends are sporty. I have some friends that are like, I guess a lot of my friends are video game nerds, so D&D is not a stretch for them. But I have a handful of them that really love D&D and don't play games. You could always do a what is it, Blood Bowl campaign. Those are interesting. Like football, but with murder. Okay, that one's done. Let's move on to the next one. Was that your suggestion, Corvus?
Yeah.
Bulky lizard folk ranger. Bulky lizard folk ranger, huh? What makes them bulky? Never go full derp. I go full derp all the time. All the time. What kind of lizard should we draw here?
It's bulky, so.
It's a good bulky lizard. Thinking maybe like a bearded dragon.
Komodo?
Do a Komodo. Maybe a little more flat than What do I do though? Would I bring this around? Yeah, I could do that. I might make it look like a salamander though. Salamander ranger sounds pretty funny. I don't know how to have sporty friends, but I do and will never be able to play D&D. Sorry to hear that. There's a lot of really fun, just board games in general that don't take the amount of kind of intense character development and stuff you need to play D&D. That's the few times I've tried to introduce people that aren't really into tabletop RPGs into D&D. They get the books and they get the character sheet and they're like, oh, this is too much. I don't want to do this. And that's totally fair. That's totally fair. So that is a good one. Okay. A little bit smaller snoot. A little bit more blocky at the end. So if you're trying to get people into D&D, I mean, really, it's just you're just hanging out with people. So I suggest starting small, playing board games, getting them invested in characters. Things like Munchkin are really fun. There's some other like really short tabletop RPGs. There's some good Powered by Apocalypse stuff that's just one sheet. Like Trash Pandas, that one's really funny. Yeah, people don't play RPGs though, like in video game form. D&D is kind of hard to get into. Not impossible, but I have a lot of people transition from one to the other. Yeah, right? I played Munchkin for the first time last weekend after like 10 years. And it was just like, man, I forgot about this game. I can suggest like 3 Discord servers that can get you into games in like a day. I might not, but think. Any of the Warforged Artificer Artillerist with 2 shoulder-mounted autocannons? Jeebus, is that the character you're suggesting to say? Goes on the list. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, playing online is a great alternative. In fact, all my Patreon members should have access to the space tiles that I finished up yesterday for Foundry. Make sure those are posted to the Discord or to the Patreon page tonight. I might put them up on the Etsy store. I'm not sure. I might just add them in with the other collection. Okay, yeah, put it on the list for you. Yeah, I like playing online. I like playing in person, but playing online has been a great alternative and really kept a lot of our games going. So I've actually had a couple of friends that have been like, I will not play online. That's so stupid. And then now they're all playing online. It's like, yeah, it's not bad at all. It's different, but it's not bad. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go buy a sketchbook. I feel like I should have a sketchbook. I have a lot of sketchbooks. I want to find a sketchbook. And I'm going to, I'm going to just work on the video game this week whenever I have free time. Try to stay off the internet and just doodle away. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, okay, DM. I have the D&D Beyond Discord, and I have the Pathfinder Discord. And those are the only 2 places I've found that actually have open calls for people to play D&D. So if you have more, we should really put those somewhere where people can actually like go find those other Discords. That might be a good thing to do. But yeah, finding those are really good ways to go play D&D. Just hang out with people. Meet some friends. I think that's a smart place to start. We can pin a post in your server. Yeah, I think we can probably do that. I think we have a play D&D chunk in the D&D chat. Yeah, play D&D. So let's pin it there. I'm not sure if I can get a server invite from those other ones though. I might just have to find a link for those channels. But if you have one, feel free to post that in the Play D&D chat, and then people can go there and look for people to hang out with. This character is not going the way I want. He needs to be thicker. You need more lizard thickness. There we go. That's better. It's also the opportunity, if you'd like, if people want to play more D&D, you might have to DM, which I know a lot of people don't want to do, but as a forever DM, it's not bad. Like I love DMing, and I get to play lots of characters. So it's a really easy way to find a D&D game is to host one. Says the person who always plays healers and tanks in in video games. I don't know what do you mean you can't find a party? I get parties all the time. It's almost insta-queue.
Oh, needs to revoke your white mage privileges.
Yep. How many times have you died with me as a white mage?
Never, because I've never died hardly in a dungeon.
Yep. How many times have you
When
died
I'm playing with you all.
How many times have you died as me as a dragoon? Innumerable.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think of it. But again, in those contexts, you and Jump are level 90 something characters.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
And
my white mage is on point. Don't go trash talking my white mage.
I will gladly trash talk your red mage.
That's fine. Red mage is not a healer. It's a DPS class. That's how I started. I wanted to play and nobody wanted to, so I ran it myself. Putting the idea for the Hobgoblin Vampire Hunter, was that one done yet? No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. We did a Hobgoblin, what was it? The Hobgoblin Priest with a shovel? We did that one. Was that the Vampire Hunter? I don't remember it being a Vampire Hunter. What was this one supposed to be? This is a Lizard Folk something. Or, yeah, what was this?
I don't remember. I
Ranger.
remember bulky.
It was a Ranger. Over 9,000 times. Yeah.
Has a big Bowie knife.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, who says he needs a bow? Make him freaking... I almost said Davy Crockett. That's not right.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee, yeah. That's not a hat. This is a hat. I did that too. I got the weird opportunity to do that move once. It was really funny. God, this is a bad story. This story did not happen or is not real and cannot incriminate me in any way. When I was in high school, this kid loved to talk about how connected he was with a bunch of the gang members in California. I'll just put it that way. And so he loved to just like try to beat me up and trash talk me. But like, one, I'm a scrappy kid, and two, I have a bunch of really beefy football friends. So he didn't mess with me, but I made fun of him all the time because of him talking trash like that. And so one time he gets me alone in a hallway and he pulls out this like weird thing and he says to me like, "What do you think about my ghetto shift now?" And he like holds it up to me, and I just pulled out like this huge knife that I should not have had. And I'm like, "Why do you have that? Why not just have a real knife?" And he was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, like, if you're running around school threatening me all the time, like, what the hell do you think is going to happen?" And he just walked off, and I was laughing my ass off. I hated that kid. So, don't do that. Don't do that. That will get you arrested now. Everyone understand that? Good. Okay. That story was completely fabricated and didn't happen. But yeah. It's kind of funny thinking back. It's like, I did it. I pulled the knife thing. That's not a knife. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. It's one of the reasons I always get salty when people start talking about high school. It's like, man, my high school was fucking awful. It was not a fun place. It was scary.
He was in Idaho, so...
Yeah, Idaho school system was not great. I don't know what it is now, but it was not great when I was growing up.
Heck, it might be worse.
It might be worse. Who knows? That's not a knife. Freaking ghetto shit. Who says that? Come on.
No one.
No one says that. Nobody says that. Sharpen a piece of metal. I'm salty. I'm salty about high school. Call an ambulance, but not for me. That's another one of my favorite memes. Call an ambulance.
Call an ambulance. Call an
Not for
ambulance.
me.
Not for me. I saw that.
That old guy's my spirit
in
animal
for-
now.
I saw that tagged onto like a when you have murder hobos and they pick on the local bartender,
Yeah.
tavern owner, who's the next adventurer.
Call the guards, but not for me. That mixed with the guy in the full plate mail holding the little pistol. Dodge this.
Filthy casuals.
Dodge this, you filthy casual. Those are my two go-to guard memes. Whenever the party attacks somebody that they're not expecting, it's just like, oh, throw that meme at them. That's the great thing about playing online is you can throw memes at people.
Yep.
We were doing an underwater combat, and Lars, if you're in the chat, I hope you are, because I want people to know, and I want to make fun of you in this way. And Lars had his capybara familiar, and the whole time we're doing all this stuff, I'm like, why isn't Lars like running around with his familiar, just like zapping people with it? And then towards the end, I'm like, Lars, why aren't you running around with your familiar? And he's like, well, I just, you know, we're swimming underwater, so it's tough. I'm like, he's the only person in the party with a swim speed. And he's like, what? I'm like, capybaras are aquatic creatures. And I had to start throwing memes in the chat of capybaras just like, pew, shooting around underwater. It was super cute. And
Yep.
so then our whole chat was just filled with capybaras swimming around, which is great. That's how D&D should be played, people. I cast gun, prepare to meet God.
As the resident capybara expert, come on, Lars.
Yep.
Really?
Just get cheap drones and fly into bullies' heads multiple times a week. School is a different beast than it was when I was younger. For sure. I remember the arguments of the PTA meetings when people were like, what do you mean we can't bring our hunting rifles to school anymore? It's like, yeah, well, there you go. How am I supposed to go duck hunting after school if I'm not allowed to bring my guns?
By your house and pick them up.
It's 30 miles away.
Be normal about it. How many miles did you say?
I said it's 30 miles away.
You just skip school.
That is, yeah. Actually, I know a couple people that were like, they'd be late for school. Like, sorry, I was duck hunting. It's like, well, I don't know if I can be mad at you or not. So whatever. The only time I ever skipped school was to go to other classes and just hang out with people. I was that kid. I'd ditch out on Japanese and go hang out in the photography lab. The photography teacher would be like, why are you here? She's like, I don't know. Why would I be anywhere? He's like, well, you're technically still at school, but I don't like it. It's like, yeah. Technically still supervise. Yeah, this is a parent-teacher conference. At least the sick leaves the car. That's a pretty good one. Let me get my flask.
Never went to one of those things. They would always was like send me like, hey, there's PTO meeting. Parents would just rip it up and go on to work.
After being bullied for years, I eventually learned how to weaponize the zero tolerance policy against them. Couldn't bully the bullies, and they would do nothing to me. That's funny. I almost got kicked out of school because a kid kicked the shit out of me once. That was pretty funny. He didn't really kick the shit out of me, but he punched me. He was like, "Why are you guys fighting?" I'm like, "I didn't do shit. He punched me." I was like, "That's not a fight." He's like, "That's a fight." I'm like, "How is that?" Whatever. Like, I didn't. Yeah.
No, it's called an assault.
It's like, yeah, it was real stupid. Real stupid. The other funny one, when I was in middle school, I got cracked in the head with a rock. And had to get stitches. Like, it floored me. And then the next year, I was sitting by myself. I don't know what I was doing. I was waiting for somebody or something, and I was just like picking up little pebbles from the stone and like throwing them at my feet. That's as far as I was doing. I was just sitting down and like plonking rocks at my feet. By myself, no one around. A teacher walks by and is like, "Hey, that's it. You're out of here. You can't be throwing rocks." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I'm not even throwing them. Like, I'm just like picking them up and moving them essentially to my feet." And she starts yelling at me. She's like, "There was this kid last year who got knocked out and had to go to the hospital." And I'm like, "That was me. I was that kid." Like, what is wrong? I got sent to the principal's office a lot and never got in trouble. Like, that's how my school was. It was really stupid. Really stupid. So that's enough of me complaining. Still going? Just watch the whole film. Nice. We're now officially making more content than movies, so that's fun. How you doing, Lizard? I will stop complaining though. I don't know why I got on such a bender about high school. Stop the bullying by throwing a bully against a wall 6 inches off the floor and telling him if it didn't stop, I'd break all of his fingers. Ooh, yeah, that's a way to do it. Dangerous and probably not appropriate, but effective, it would appear. I think I'm gonna call this lizard man here. I don't know what else to do for a ranger. I do like his giant Bowie knife, though. I kind of want to get a little more texture on this back. Yeah. I got bullied a lot in high school. And luckily I had some pretty big friends, so I had a little bit of a safeguard and didn't get the crap kicked out of me too much. I also had a wise-ass mouth. I love to just talk trash. And if it weren't for my friends, I probably would have gotten the snot kicked out of me quite a few times. So, I was a short kid, and I was very quippy. What happened? What happened? I used to be so sassy. So sassy.
Used to be.
Yeah. Well, that's good. People still think I'm sassy. I haven't lost all of my functionality. I did many a thing that would get people arrested these days at school, so I'm lucky I grew up when I grew up, I guess. And I don't remember how we got on this topic, but like, yeah, go find a D&D group.
I don't know either.
I don't either. Something weird happened. Oh, we were talking about Bowie knives. That's right. What a weird tangent. It's that time of the day. My brain is fried. My brain is fried.
How about this weather?
About this weather. Ghetto shift, Jeebus.
Can't get over that one.
I can't. I mean, like, it's stuck in my head, and I had to laugh at this kid.
That kid would have been left out of my school system in a heartbeat.
Yep. Okay, I'm done with this. Let's go to the next one. What time is it? 2 o'clock? Yeah, I'll probably do 1 or 2 more. I was 6'2", 240, and could bench 300, but not social. Oof. Yeah, I was like, God, I didn't get my growth spurt until I was like a senior in high school. So I was like 4'8", 5'1", until I was like 16, 17 at the most. It was nuts. Panda Folk Monk. We already drew that one. I forgot. Or maybe we didn't. I think that was...
You did. Well, Druid did.
Druid did, okay. So, 10. And... I don't know if this is a word. Ancestrius Cirrhosis? Oath of the Ancient Paladin. Is that some kind of dinosaur?
Google it?
Yeah. Let's see what this says. Oh, it's a fish. Okay. I bet I know who this is. This is... a bristlenose pelico. Pulled a warlock. Some idiots were messing with me, so I looked at them, started speaking Latin backwards, and rolled my eyes back while pointing. Was asked to not come back to church. I knew people like you up in here. One of these days, someone's gonna make a suggestion that looks weird. It's just a trick to get you to Google something weird. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was worried about. But I've also Googled a lot of weird stuff in my day. So. A Pelico Warlock. Paladin. That's basically a warlock.
Both of Ancient's Paladin.
My football coach always wanted me to play, but I hated the other kids. That's funny. I had the opposite. I ran track. My coach pretended I wasn't on the team.
Oh, it's a little pleco.
Yeah, a little pleco.
I would call those allergy eaters.
We're going super
That's-
derp. Anything with little face tendrils like this, gotta go super derp.
Yep. Type of catfish.
I love catfish. I love drawing catfish. They're really fun to draw. But they're essentially giant dongs. So
There's slugfish in a way.
yeah. Skip Cat is just snoring behind me. Now I'm 6 foot, have arthritis, so working out is kind of messed up. I had 6 years in the Navy and 4 on a ship. Oof. That'll do it to you. I had some uncles that worked on, actually, I don't know if they ever worked on the submarine, if they just... I think one of them did. Or they knew a bunch of guys that did. They had tons of stories about working on subs. But, yeah. Apparently beats you up. Beats you up pretty good. Yeah, that's interesting. Thinking about it now, I have a bunch of stories about working on a sub, but like, none of my uncles were in the Navy. I might have to look into that. Where did these stories come from?
Were they building subs?
Maybe. They might have been. I'm gonna have to ask.
I'm trying to think what other branch would even be in a sub. Other than maybe Marines?
Maybe Coast Guard?
Maybe Coast Guard.
It helps that I'm like 70% leg. Swimming for me, nice. Wasn't that good. They're the best start dive and held the team deadlift record. 225 my own weight. Oof. That's impressive. That's impressive. I was one of the worst shot putters in our division. I was also the lightest. That was such a small dude. I only did it to get out of class and to hang out with my friend. Our history teacher's like, you guys don't have to be here if you want to go practice. And I was like, I'm going to join the The track team. I was pretty good at high jump,
Jab.
though. I was a springy little kid. High jump's fun. I wanted to throw javelin, they wouldn't let me. Not me specifically, they just didn't. They wouldn't host it. Submarines are badass. Mage hand, I'll be in the shower, but you know what? I want my Yonti bartender. Oh, we already did the Yonti bartender. I was back here. Hold on. Boom. Yonti bartender. Snake man washing a glove, washing a mug. Wait, when? A while ago. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Subtender duty would allow you to work on a sub without being a submariner. Submariner?
I was a comic book hero.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to talk to my dad about that. That's an interesting thing that I... Maybe my uncle was a... Maybe. Huh.
He was a drunken sailor.
Something. Maybe he just really likes submarines. I kind of want to get, shoot, what's it called? Dave the Diver. Watching Gab Smulders play that. That game looks really fun. Not sure if people like game channels anymore. I mean, they do. But I don't know if it's worth me playing games on the internet. I might just get it for myself. Back after an hour, welcome back. I thought a subtender was a bartender that worked on a sub.
How we get all the drunken sailors.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? Nobody ever tells you.
Throw them in the village or shave their bellies with a rusty razor.
Is that the rest of that song?
Yeah, it gets weird. One version's like throw them in the village with the captain's daughter, and
Okay.
one is shave their belly with a rusty razor.
I mean, both of those will get you killed real fast, so...
Yep. To the brig.
Got a whale of a tale to tell you lads, a whale of a tale too. I had that whole song memorized at one point in time, for some reason. Like, I could not tell you why. Probably because it was easy to play on a ukulele. Song shows how horrible guys our friends are. Yeah. None of these shapes make sense for armor. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think we're getting to the end of the stream. Dishonored version. What kind of shoulder pad should I? Maybe a big squid? Put a big squid on it. It's gonna look more like a dog, but whatever. Everything is a penis if you look hard enough.
Especially if it's a fish.
What was the C. Frank's thing? It's easy to find a penis in nature if you look hard enough. Something like that. Everything looks like a penis in nature. Throw him in the bilge for the rats to slaughter. Oh, dang. That is different. That does hit different. Also, just to clarify, Druid is not here today. Druid is the one who draws with us, who has the nudist agenda. Corvus is currently joining us today. Just to clarify. Corvus does not draw with us, but Corvus is our local historian.
Local and air quotation marks.
Just gotta win the lottery. I'm gonna hire you for whatever job you want. 1 million subscribers. Corvus can have a tenured position. Should make a new YouTube channel called D&D School.
D&D School.
D&D School, yeah.
Just me yelling at the camera. It's like, read the books, people. You'll get all the information.
Do you want to know how to play Gripply Fighter? Read the book. It's all there. All in the book.
Oh, check out the Dragon magazine. They publish stuff in those things. Well, not anymore. I think they discontinued Dragon magazine.
My friends were saying they wanted to make a zine. I was like, yeah, that does sound really fun. I have like half of one built. It could be a fun little project. Maybe we'll get back on that sometime. You do Zine Quest.
Hmm?
If we were talking about doing a Zine Quest years ago. We missed the deadline.
Yes.
We're like, we'll do it next year, and then we just completely forgot about it. So I've been publishing some of it for the Discord and Patreon members. I have about half of one done. I need like 3 or 4 things and then a little booklet. I like that concept of just like, here's some sweet concept for D&D stuff that would be really fun to do at like a bookstore or something, or a game shop. But I was talking about a cool idea about like going to a game shop and just getting a random character to play with for the day. I like that. That's a fun idea too. So there's a lot of really interesting ideas out there for different ways to play D&D, besides just whatever the book says. Are you gonna do my barrel guy? I'm not sure if we're gonna have time. I think I'm about ready to wrap up. My brain is going. So we might have to do it next week, or I won't be here next week. It'll be the week after. gamer friends called me a trivia expert. Don't know if I should be proud of that or not. I used to be that way too. I used to be like the go-to trivia guy. I don't know if I am that way anymore. Not on anything current. I got into an argument with somebody about how cooler packs work. It was Jump Rope. I got into an argument with Jump Rope about it. And she made a really good point. I'm like, yeah, that would technically work, but like, this is how things work, and I don't know why. Like, I had the scientific principle down for why things work that way, and I'm like, but I don't actually know why that is that way. And I had to went down like a rabbit hole of learning how ice cooler packs are made and function, just so I could make sure that what I had said was correct. And that was a weird, like 30-minute dive. That's how my brain works. My brain works like, I know a thing, but do you? It's like, uh-oh. That's why math always screws me up too, because it's like, oh yeah, derivatives, I know what those are for. And it's like, but do you know what those are for? It's like, yeah, let's go check. Let's go double check. Let's go bust out a 20-year-old math book. Let's draw one more. Let's keep rolling. I'm fine. We're not doing one next week. Let's keep going. 15. Half-elf, female great old one warlock with a license to make her as creepy as possible. Oh, okay. Creepy half-elf goo warlock, which sounds inappropriate. They don't have the lyrics listed, but we all heard it, so. Yeah, one of my friend used to tell me my friend that was in the army, was telling me like, not drill sergeant, what is it called? The cadences they would sing. God, those are wildly inappropriate, or they were 15 years ago.
Yeah. Those are basically what sea shanties were.
Yeah. Marching songs, whatever they want to call them.
Yeah, or work songs.
Yeah, sorry, Expired T. I don't know if we're gonna get to it today. I'll roll again when we're done with this one, but if we do another one, I'll probably go till 3 o'clock and then we'll call it. So it's still on the list. If not, we'll catch you next time. Snuck it in last. Oh, is that yours, Elvin here? Nice. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Do you want me to draw you a turtle? That's the question. Do you want me to draw you a turtle or a rugby? Because I said I would, and I'm going to keep doing that. For anybody that missed the secret stream, anytime we get super chats, we're going to draw people turtles or rugbies. Turtles. I don't know why I picked turtles. I just like drawing turtles. They're fun. Again, if you want.
Sky turtle.
Sky turtle? What's a sky turtle? Like a turtle with wings?
Yeah. I would kind of imagine like a giant like sea turtle, but its flippers are big wings. I feel like that's a Magic the Gathering card.
It probably is.
It
Yeah.
has to be.
The winged turtle. There we go. Meow.
Whatever those turtles in Mario are called.
The Koopas?
Are they Koopas? The
think
flying
so.
ones?
Yeah, they're just winged Koopas.
Huh.
Speaking of trivia, I was asked, what are the squids called in Mario? To which I was like, I don't know what that is. And then I was like, oh yes, I do. They're bloopers. I was like, dang it. I'm like, well, if those are bloopers, then what are the fish? And then my brain was instantly like, oh yeah, they're cheeps. And I was like, why? Why is this in my head? Why do I know this?
Flappy fish.
Are they flappy fish?
I don't know.
They're cheap
Because
cheeps
flappy
or
fish
chip,
looks like those.
or chaps. I can't remember if they're cheap cheeps or cheap chaps. Something to that effect. I think they're cheap cheeps. Somebody look that up for me. Weird little bits of information that I don't know where I get them from. Pretty sure they're
You're a
bloopers.
nerd.
I'm a nerd.
Mario Mario.
Yep. Mario and Luigi Mario. From the dark recesses of my mind, does that come from? Yeah. Yep. Okay, there's your flappy turtle. I said that with disdain at Corvus, not at you, Elven Hair. I appreciate the super chat. Here's your turtle. Corvus, here's the flying turtle that we suggested. Because
I mean, you didn't have to make it fun.
No, it's a funny idea. He looks very silly.
So yes,
Are Cheap Cheeps?
the weird little flying fish are Cheap Cheeps.
What are the big ones called? Because there's the giant Cheap Cheeps, and I think they have a name. Winged turtle dragon. Okay, creepy half elf. So, ooh, warlock. Might just be a big Cheap Cheep.
So apparently there's a named one called Big Bertha.
Okay.
That was a big Cheap Cheep. It was one of two like carnivorous Cheap Cheeps in the game. The other name was Boss Bass.
Boss Pass.
Yep. I kind of hate it. Oh. So there are Cheap Cheeps and there's Cheap Chomps.
Cheap Chomps? Those are the ones that jump up and bite you, right?
Yeah, they're like purple ones. At least the picture they are showing is purple.
While Oliver Key approaches, somebody get the bug spray out. Is that what it is in Pokemon? You can like put bug repellent on you. Some people.
Basically.
Bat repellent. Welcome back.
The shark repellent.
The bat shark repellent. The only flying turtle I like is it's the Godzilla monster, right? I was talking to one of my friend's kids. They're just now getting into Pokemon, really into Pokemon. And they were like, I have to go play Pokemon Sapphire with my mom. I'm like, oh, you don't like Pokemon Sapphire? He's like, there's just a lot of water Pokemon in it. And I was like, that's an interesting take to have on it, but all right. Kid knows what they like. Only want that sweet fire Pokemon apparently. What about Syrup from another anime with a really long name? What about Syrup? Where to Berkeley your turds? What is that from? Turd Burglar? I don't remember what that's from. Oh no, not the bug spray. Over the Garden Wall. That's right. God. The first time I watched that, I was so mad at it. And then I lived with it for a little while in my head, and then I was like, I need to watch that again. I was like, God, this is great. Like, took me a little while to fall into the genius that is Over the Garden Wall.
We're not in the right headspace for it.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of overly thematic singing. So when that goddamn frog just starts blasting out stuff, it's like, I'm not here. I don't care. What is this? What am I watching?
Why are you here?
What's happening? Someone shut this annoying little kid up. Forward. It's a really good series. I highly recommend it. It's so good, yeah. Title, I didn't want to be hurt, so I put all my points in defense. Yeah, I mean, that's a good example. Are we still talking about Over the Garden Wall? Because that's perfect.
A Shield Hero anime? Is that what y'all talking about?
Over the Garden Wall or Sarah?
No, they're talking about a anime here.
The show was Sarah. Oh, okay, a flying turtle. Got it. Okay. How can I make this half-elf creepier? That's the question. How do we increase the creepiness factor? I gave her the owl mask, which is my thing. And now we
Inky
make her...
tears? I don't know.
That's kind of what I was going for. Like, I want like runes or something on her face. Sink the cheekbones in more. I'm not sure gauntness makes creepy though. Maybe it does. Maybe she's got an eyeball in her hair. Balls are creepy. We haven't talked about the rules of regeneration in a while. If you steal a troll's eyeball, do you eventually regrow a troll?
I feel like once the heart stops, it stops regenerating.
It has to be attached to the heart.
I would think so.
It's the focal point.
I know I had to kind of figure out that stuff when I was working on my encounter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, it's like, because the counter has a Hydra in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, reading stuff, I was like, all right, how does this work? Does it just, like, you cut off all the heads it dies? And basically, yes. But apparently, I found out how they reproduce.
Uh-oh.
They're like, they bud.
Yeah.
Like, they'll, like, a head will form in one of the necks, and if the head isn't severed, it will, like, form a casing around it, and it will, like, expel it from the body like an egg.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Gross.
gross.
Yeah. You didn't get to run that yet, correct?
Hmm?
Yeah, did you run that yet?
No, it's going to be next week. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
while y'all are gone.
Wish me luck. Going to Oregon, and I'm not happy about it. You heard me,
More
Oregon. Do
worried
better.
I'm worried that you're not going to be able to relax because it's you.
Yeah, I do struggle with that. I struggle with relaxing. I've already thought of like 3 different ways to keep working while I'm on vacation. It's just like, nope.
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 Go fishing. Do something.
Something.
Build you a hammock somewhere and take it a nap.
I'm going to. I'm already planning like a bunch of the food we were gonna have, and so I decided to. I'm just gonna try to cook most of it before I go, so that it's just already done. I don't need to actually cook stuff while I'm there. I can just make it up. Make some pasta salads. Put them in a container. Make up some pizza dough tomorrow. Bring it with me. Is Dave the Diver on the Switch? Maybe I'll buy that. Just bring my Switch with me.
No idea. Sorry.
Kind of how real life hydras reproduce, except real life hydras are tiny freshwater. And yeah, budding's pretty common, I think.
Well,
there's
in complex organisms.
Yeah, that's true. That's the funny thing about like the way numbers work is really strange. What was it? There was something to the effect of like 90% of the life on Earth reproduce asexually, or that's not right, is it? Asexually is cloning of yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that is right there.
Or budding, or
budding, yeah.
some other.
Essentially just like self-replication. And it's just like 90%, that doesn't make sense. And then you're like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting that like complex human life is a very small percentage of life on this planet. When you look at everything else, it's just like, that's super weird. Numbers.
And then we get the graboids where they reproduce asexually at one point and then they lay eggs.
I think that's a thing that happens.
Maybe.
Oh man, I was reading something about, what was it? Caterpillars. And to the effect of, it's a caterpillar that when it reproduces, it gets eaten by its offspring. And they're like, that sounds super tragic, but like most bugs, when they only mate once ever and then they die. So it's like,
yeah,
who cares? It's like, that's one way to think about it. So, explosion into offspring, not cool. It's better than like putting it in something else's brain, which is also something that happens. It's always freaky how nature is sometimes scarier than what the D&D books come up with. Well, I mean, just like think about like the mind flayers, right? The mind flayers is kind of one of the more common, not cool ways to die in D&D. It's like, oh yeah, no, we put a weird tadpole in your brain and then you become one. It's like, that sounds awful, but then in real life, they're like, we put a tadpole in your brain and then they eat you from the inside. It's like, I'm not happy. I don't know that existed until just now, and I'm glad I don't live in Africa, because the bugs there are not nice. Not nice and cool. Australia's a little worse, but
I don't know, I feel like the Amazon is really bad too.
I guess, yeah. Wait. I might have mixed up. I said Africa. Amazon is South America, right?
Yep.
Okay. Congo is Africa.
Most of Brazil.
Most of Brazil.
Or actually, all of Brazil.
Yeah, no, I screwed that up. That's what I meant.
And then some parts of Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru.
I actually know very little about the Congo. I don't know. The only thing I know is what Jeremy Wade has told me.
I think it may also touch part of Argentina, the northern part. Less of the jungle and more of the river itself.
All right, Alvin Hair. I hope this is creepy enough. Hair that turns into tentacles. Spooky. Put some spirally sucker scars here on the arms.
Research the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora.
Wow, that was some words. Did you just curse everybody in chat? What the hell was that?
So in the Elder Scrolls universe, you have Daedric princes who are basically warlock patrons.
Yeah, okay.
Super powerful, supernatural beings. And one of them is named Hermaeus Mora, who is literally just like a rising abyss of tentacles and eyes and claws.
Gross.
Yep. And it's like the Daedric Prince of like hidden and secret knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay. 250. Let's do one more and then we're going to call it for the day. That's it. One more and that's it. One more and that's it. A short, purple-caped Myconid barbarian who wields a homemade stone battle axe and has a kind of dopey personality. Purple-capped Myconid, huh? This I can do. I think I can do this. I can handle this one. Oh my god, they're so tubby. I love it.
I believe I'm gonna cut out here and get me some food.
All right. Thanks for hanging out today. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will catch you later if I don't see you this afternoon.
See ya.
See ya. We're going to make this guy as derpy as possible. Has anybody ever made marinated mushrooms? I want to make some mushrooms to take it with me. But I also want mushrooms for spaghetti. Get sauteed button mushrooms. Ooh, so good. So good. Does anybody have fun plans for the weekend? That's another good question. I might try to play a little more Magic. Ours will probably want to play Magic. Stumpy arms. Nope, working. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope your work is at least something you enjoy or is bearable. Every now and again I get that like weird twitch of like I should go get a kitchen job again. It's like I remember everything I hated about it. But I could wait tables. Been a while, but I can do it. I should just apply for that Paizo job just for the hell of it, see if they like me. It'd be pretty cool to work with Paizo. I want to do art, but, you know, foot in the door. Their artist is great. Let's listen to you guys while you're working, so not so bad. Yeah, nice. When someone has a homemade stone axe, do you think they have like a wooden handle? Or is it just like a whole axe made out of stone? That doesn't make any sense. So I think we're going to go like this. We'll do one of these. Can you imagine a little myconid like this, just like flint mapping? Bink. Chipping away at a little axe head. That'd be great. I think of Native American tools. Some pretty amazing tools you can make out of stone. Like beautifully carved ones. I've seen a lot of display pieces that are like hand carved obsidian knives and stuff. But it's like, those were working tools. Those were functional working tools. I would love to have something like that. I don't know how I'd go about making one or finding one. That would be really neat. All right. think that's about it. It is 3 o'clock. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Thanks for all the chit chat, putting comments in the chat, sharing the channel if you did share the channel, checking out the Discord, checking out the Patreon. I appreciate you. It does let me do the fun art that I like to do. Let's think what else is going on. So I'm gonna have I will upload the. I might have actually already done it. Space Tiles pack on the Patreon general stuff. New tokens are up from the commissions we did this last week. Those are available on the Discord as well. Commissions are open for next month because I'll be coming back. I have a commission and then we're free. We might do other stuff. Gonna be working on a video game, I hope, in the near future. And yeah, that's about it. That's about all we got. More to come in 2 weeks, I think. So if I don't hear from you next week, if you don't hear from me next week in the community posts or just on social medias, feel free to poke around the Discord, and then we'll be back. I believe, the 24th to work on some commissions. We might do that on YouTube, might do that on Twitch. I'm not sure. But until then, let's see if there's anybody to raid. And stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. And we'll catch you all next time, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Try to stay cool. Don't get hot. You guys want to see leather armor? Ooh, Indestructible Boy's online. Let's go do that. Thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye.